Big up, Aaron. If you're still there, big up, Emery. Morning. Afternoon now, it's midday, so turn me music down a bit in a minute. I just got a copyright free mix on today. I had fucking another copyright claim the other day, which I know doesn't do anything to your channel, but I took it straight down, so. Yeah, I've gone for a shady vibe this morning, this afternoon. Copyright free side trance. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's just low in the background. I've got a dog trying to come in. Come look. Dog trying to come in through the curtains. The sun's right behind me, so, or light coming in, so pull the curtain shut. Yeah, I've been trying to pick myself a couple of little slots, sort of like, Nutter got the right idea. He said he does his mornings and he's going to do one in the evening. And I'm still figuring out what sort of slot I want to fill because I'm just random at the moment. As and when. Morning, Lindsay. How's it going? Bird spikes and headshots. 3 of them. Who's chasing clout? You must be subbed to me, otherwise you wouldn't be able to comment. I don't clout chase. You don't hear me fucking spouting names here, there, and everywhere. And he did this, and she said, "Leave that for other people. That's not me." Yeah, I'm good, Linz. Apart from having to take my car that I bought last Friday back to the fucking dealership this morning and have my fucking money back. The bastards has only fucking drained all the fluid out of it, apart from the header tank, so I could test drive it without it leaking, because there was a split in the fucking water pump or the block, the engine block. So they had I bought it Friday, didn't realise till fucking late Friday night. Emailed them Saturday morning early, and they didn't email me back, so I rung them an hour after I'd emailed them, and they told me to bring it back this morning, and they were lucky that I didn't fucking have a rant and rave. Well, they sent a woman in to discount me my money, refund me my money. Obviously, the men's sales staff could see that I was pissed off, Birds, bikes, and headshots. I do like Shaz's stream, mine. I got to be honest. I love it when she goes up on the moors, mountains we'd call them here, but up on the moors, in her garden and that. Yeah, Raver, you'll have to get yourself a small UV torch, black light for your mask. Only a couple of quid. You can get them little things to make it glow. And I've lost Flav's address. I might have it somewhere. I've got it written down somewhere, but I'll send you another when I find it. I'll send you another mask up. Big up, Emery. Yeah, Lynn's big up, Snowy. Yeah, I'll send you my we're not gonna find Flav's address. I'm gonna keep my bull skull. Do a couple more of them. But as soon as I find Flav's address, When I find flavours of dressed lens, I'll send you this one. Full face jobby. I'll do a bit more painting on it first though. This one's just got minimal. I'll do a little bit more in the cracks and everything, and I'll send it up. No, I mean I've got a UV light from band days, but you know I'm not gonna be going to any raves, so you know, I'll keep my bull skull and I'll get another one like that or another animal type skull. But as soon as I find flavours of dressed lens, I'll send you up the nuclear mask. Big up, boss. UK lady, when I first decided to do this channel, Ministry of Madness, yeah, good legend. I wasn't gonna put myself out there. I'll be honest, I was gonna do a masked panel all the time. But I just thought, oh, is it really gonna catch people's attention? Are people gonna want to watch? But I'm sort of glad I didn't now, because I would have either unmasked myself by now, or I'd probably be a bit pissed off with it by now and having lots of trolls and that. So yeah, we can arrange that, UK lady. I can schedule a live one night for masks and whatever, like. I know Ledge says his camera's knackered, but it can't be knackered on all his devices, so he can get his gold mask out and his gloves. Yeah, I'll have to dig out some photos of some gigs that we've done on Halloween and the amount of effort that people put in to their makeup, and that is scary. Fucking not last year, the year before. No, last year, because we had no lockdown. There's people at the gig who I know and I've known for 10 years that I didn't recognise because of the way they were made up. It's fucking bonkers. Yeah, I enjoyed your favourite demon. I don't know what happened to him, boss. To be honest, I don't know whether he got a bit disgruntled because he wasn't growing as fast as he thought he should be, but no, I thought he had a good fucking thing going there. Yeah, we got a local steam railway where I live, and it's got a couple of miles of track, and every Halloween they put on fucking for 3 or 4 days Halloween special. They do all the train up with lights and all that business, and it's a fucking gets really busy. It's a real good crack. That's a good band name. Yeah, I hope he comes back, boss, because I did enjoy your favourite demon. I gotta be honest, he made an effort, like, before his fucking streams or his videos. Now, and if someone goes to that effort as well for sub all day long. I will do. Morning, afternoon, Galaxy. UK lady, all medical supplies you can see on the side of the box. Like in Brawn. All medical supplies. I should do an homage to Sprinkle, I suppose. Afternoon, Jerry. Yeah. Yeah, daytime and when my missus has got the telly on, I come out into our room to have a smoke. I can have the patio doors open, and it means I can have a smoke in the house and stream rather than wait until late or whatever. I do prefer to stream from my desktop, though, I've got to be honest. Just because I've got a pro mic set up, and this one I've just got my little lapel mic, which is pretty good. But I do like my pro mic, especially if I'm gonna play the guitar or anything like that. Yeah, I've slowed down on my videos. I did it purposely, but I haven't posted one for over a week now, so I'm due a video. But it's picking the right content. I don't just want to fucking clip and edit and point fingers and all that sort of stuff. I'd rather have a bit of a laugh of it, Afternoon, Purple. How's it going? I'm actually smoking a bit of little bit of purpley in it today. I'm back on the Arabos today. I was on the black cherry soda yesterday. And we can't do pick the pot today because I've only got one and it's got Arabos in it. So afternoon, Tim. Have you made the big 8-0 yet on the spanners, Tim? Or are you still hanging around the late 70s? Oh, nice, boss. I've got to be honest, the UK Callies that my mate gets they're fucking, pretty good. I'm not saying they're as good as shelf stuff from the States, but yeah, they're fucking, they're pretty good. And UK prices, you know what I mean? They're fucking Cali prices. I won't even pay fucking Amsterdam prices for Cali when I go over there because there's no fucking point. Or I'll have a bit of mac and cheese. Big up, sub to the boss. Nice. I'm on the Haribos at the minute, Purple. But I've got some. I had a bit of nice amnesia, and I've been. I chuffed the fuck out of it for a few days, and then I sort of went back to the others a bit just to make it last a bit longer because it's actually the nicest, the tastiest that I've got, to be honest. I'm not sure if it's amnesia though. It could be any haze, but it's definitely a haze. So. Yeah, I'm hoping I don't get a copyright claim for this music I'm playing because it does say copyright free on YouTube. So, but if I get a claim, fuck it, they can just stay up. I got one ripped down the other day because I was streaming videos straight from YouTube, and it was either the Massive Attack video or the Ghost video that got me fucking shut down midstream, which I found amusing, to be honest, because I'd been going 2 hours, so I wasn't really bothered, just one of them things. Couple of watch hours. It's fuck all, like. No, that was me. That was Snowy on my the other day on my stream. I was just playing videos when I sometimes I do it. I just think fuck it, I'm gonna just play proper music, proper videos. Oh, big up, Daryl. Nice one, Daryl. Thanks, fella. Yeah, nice one, Tim, for sharing the love with Daryl. I do that as well. I'll make banners for people and make some videos for Shady. I'm just limited on the length of videos I can send by email. I don't know why. I don't know whether it's my fucking settings or whatever it is, but you know, it's just one of them things. Yeah, I think it was Ghost Snowy. They're hot on it. They're big at the moment, aren't they? So yeah, I know what you mean. The purple, definitely. That's why, you know, if my mate rings me up and he's got a different flavour, you know, I'll say yes, please. You know, because I don't buy in little bits. You know, I only buy out at a time or two. Because I'm greedy, you know what I mean? And I'll hog little bits for a while and find a little bit that I didn't realise I had, and it's a nice change, like, you know. Yeah, the quizzes go down really well, UK lady, don't they? So definitely a good idea. Do some trivia, definitely. Yeah, pin in all the links to the top of the chat. We'll share the love. It doesn't cost anything. To be honest, UK lady, when I get, or if I get offered the dog, I take it because, to be honest, there's a lot of it here in South Wales, but I've never been one to have it. You know, my couple of mates or whatever, don't avoid it. If it's what they can get, it's what they can get. But you know, they'd rather go for the ammo or, you know, the Callies or the Haze. You know what I mean? Because at one point down here, nearly the only things you could get were Amnesia Haze or Amnesia Haze, cheese, or ammo. And ammo is just a generic name for amnesia in it. So yeah, same purple. UK lady, I was never the biggest fan of hazes, but when I go to Amsterdam, I go in the nearest coffee shop to the train station, which is fucking Voyager. And if it's a Tuesday, I'll get their Tasty Tuesday and wrap one up to walk to the hotel with. But after that, I always go to Prix d'Ami in the town centre and get myself the Super Silver A's from there. And it's always banging. And I love it. So I'll go, you Snowy. Oh, Snowy.
Hello? Hold on, mate, sorry. Can't hear you, mate. I'm going to have to drop out and come back.
Yeah, no worries. Big up, Tim. Yeah. Same boss. I can't smoke pipes or anything like that because of my chest, and yeah, I occasionally have ones that will make me cough because they've been dried too quick, or, you know, I haven't been fucking cured properly. But yeah, if I buy something and it makes me cough, you know, I'll smoke a little bit of it and then I'll keep it and I'll make bubble out of it. But I'm gonna buy myself a little small dry sieve and try that. But you know, I'm old school. I like the water bubble ash and ice ash. Nice, UK lady. I gotta be fair. The best I've personally done is Critical Kush, or Trainwreck, or I had a good Exodus clone that was going around for ages. So they were my big ones. I'll go, you Snake. Oh, Snowy, you hear me now?
How you doing? How you doing, mate? How
Yeah,
you doing?
good. Good, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the sound is. I thought I'd just pop on and say hello. Yeah, I think that was that ghost. You know what I mean? Because that's got sort of million odd poos in it, so it's going
Yeah,
to be copyright, isn't it?
yeah, it was. It was definitely Ghost that got my channel shut down, but I'm a big fan, and occasionally I'll do it anyway. You know, I'll chuck proper music on or whatever, and just take the loss on the live. You know.
Yeah, I've got my PA set up, and that's the first track I played at sort of 75% volume.
Yeah.
Through the PA.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, yeah, that was an
Yeah.
interesting weekend. I bet the last act it was a guitarist playing through loops and stuff like that, all this spacey shit. I think
Yeah.
he finished at midnight. I packed up and I thought, oh, sod this, it's too cold in that year. And we come home, I think we got home about 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
But I knew about
Yeah.
it the next day, Ministry. I could hardly move. I ate that much.
Yeah. Do you have a good weekend, though?
Yeah, there weren't a bad act on all weekend. I was quite surprised. They were all talented. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can tell talent. You know, they can actually play. They're not sort of. Even though most of them, there was only a couple of professional bands there. Most of them just do it as a hobby. Most of them just do it as a hobby. And
Yeah.
but I think I've picked up some work with a police tribute band.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and a Blondie one as well. So we'll see what comes of that. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
the guy, I've known him since I was about 15. He come and done a set, but it was his bass, him on vocals. Obviously, he's Sting, and he was playing with a backing track because his drummer, and the guitarist were out on other paid gigs. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
But he was absolutely amazing. Do you know what I mean? He got the bass off to a T. He got his vocals. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. The last full band weren't too bad because it was all IME, you know, in-ear monitoring. Okay. So they had their own in-ear monitoring rig on stage. Okay, Ministry.
Yeah.
And the one of the guitarists was doing their mix. All I had to do was a left and right into the deck, and that was it. And all I've done, I just controlled the volume.
Yeah. Yeah, we used to do all our own monitoring as well, you know what I mean, in here. Because we got to the stage where we just didn't take fucking slapbacks and we might just take one for the drummer, but in the end he bought himself a little wireless unit, and even the drummer was wireless monitoring, so
yeah. But no, I mean, he gave me the option. He said, I can give you 2 channels, or if you want 15 lines, do you know what I mean? You know, separate lines. And I thought, sod that. It means I've got to relabel everything. I've got to go through everything I've got marked as kick, snare, and, you know, where my vocals were, where the bass was, where the harmonic was. You understand, don't you? So I said, no, you do the mix.
Yeah.
So he did.
Yeah. Cheers, Tim.
Yeah, but that was, they were all sort of university geeks, Ministry, and they were sort of, God, it was perfect. You know, when you go to a live gig, you can tell, can't you? This was just perfect. The lead singer had headphones on. They all had in-ear monitors, but there weren't no banter or nothing. You know what I mean? Between the band and the crowd, because it was they were all right. They were all right, but it was so clinical. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So clinical.
I've got to give it. You know, the band I used to be in, Rob the singer, was just a fucking performer. He'd be, because he was all wireless, completely wireless. He'd disappear out the venue, and he'd get a little bit delay on his monitors, but he'd disappear outside the venue to where people were smoking and that, and start just singing with them and that.
That's the way. That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. Do you know what I mean? There's even certain bands that do that at download and Bloodstock and that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'll get the odd band with the singer all get in the crowd. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I know Benji from Skindred does it, and we were talking about him the other day, and I played some. He does it all the time.
Guy out of Airborne as well, he does.
Yeah, he does it, yeah. They're a fucking good band.
I know. Wait, in they got so much energy. Much energy.
Yeah.
I've seen them a couple of times. But I know what I was going to ask you, Ministry. Was you on about different flavours of green? Is that what you're on about?
Yeah,
so do you reckon that how do they get that flavour? Is it infused with the same stuff as they use for vaping?
Some of the Cali stuff, it definitely is. They spray it with terpenes to make it taste how they want it to taste. But some of the
that's what I thought. Because if you listen, you listen to the names and you think, well, that's a vape flavour. Do you know what I mean? On more than one occasion.
Yeah. Well, you can buy you can buy CBD and THC liquids for your fucking vapes that come in all the flavours.
Yeah, I've got about 4 different. I've got CBD vape, and that's bubble gum and slush flavour, but you don't get the sort of buzz off. You don't get the sort of high off of it. I just compare it to like Valium. If you have enough of it, that's how I can.
Yeah, I'm not big into the CBD products, to be honest. Yeah, Purple knows. So it's all about the terpene.
The last time I had a smoke was a cork. That's it. A cork. It was with some resin. A cork with a needle in it. Set fire to it. Put a glass over it. Then suck it off the edge of your counter.
Yeah. We used to do hot knives and pins like that. Put a little bit of Rocky or Black on the pin, light them up, glass or bottle over it, seal it up to make it go out.
That's it. Yeah, but the trouble with, I can remember a time when we didn't have a glass bottle and we were doing it with them plastic cider bottles. Oh my fucking good God! And when you're stoned, you're bound to hit the bloody side of it, ain't you?
Yes. Yeah.
And you know when you get along from that shit.
Yeah. Well, we used to fucking use like pot noodle tops and stuff for gauzes on bongs and all. And there'd always be one fucking person that didn't burn all the paint off. And you'd be the first one or second one to have a go on the bong, and it just tastes of fucking paint off the pot noodle top. We were too tight to buy tin foil.
Yeah. Take a load of pot noodles around the place with no lids on.
Yeah.
Have you heard from Andrew at all? Have you seen him?
Not since Friday. I was on a panel with him Friday morning. I think it was either Thursday or Friday. And he was waiting for Land Rover to come and pick him up so they could go out with the dog and that. Yeah.
Hopefully he's all right. I think he does a meeting on a Monday, doesn't he? Hopefully he's still doing them.
Yeah. When he does come on panels, you can see that he's healthier because he's eating more, and he'll be on someone's live stream. You'll see him and he's sober, and then you'll see him 8 hours later, and he might have had a few cans, but he's still sober.
He's not nowhere near as drunk as he used to get, and he's sleeping as well, isn't he? So all positive.
Yeah, it's all positive. He's gonna. I don't like to, talk about people when they're not here, but he's doing the right thing by not doing so many long live streams himself.
Yeah, he just sit there drinking.
Yeah, well, when I do lives, I smoke more rollies, and if I'm not smoking rollies, I'm smoking doobies, and You know, I'll have 2 or 3 on a live stream, whereas usually I wouldn't have them 2 or 3 at that time of day. I'm usually a morning when I'm out with the dogs. Well, not so long ago, I was 1 in the morning and then 1 in the evening just before bed so I could sleep. But I sort of crept back into smoking a little bit more, which I'm not too bothered about because I'm not smoking anywhere near the amount I was, like, say, 12 months, 2 years ago or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've cut right back, so.
Does because I'm not really into weed or that. Is there different buzzers from different weed, or is it all the same ministry?
No, it's different. You know, you get your cushions and stuff that will give you heavy eyes and make you tired. And then some of the hazes, they call them speed weed because they make you active and fucking.
That's why I asked. I asked Sparky the other day. I said, "Is there any weed that gives you a sort of hypo? Meaning, does it make you sort of your brain work quicker? Do you know what I mean? And then another weed will mong you out. That's what I'm trying to get across to Sparky. Do you know what I mean? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Some of the hazes, like UK lady said, haze makes her paranoid because that heightens your fucking senses a lot more than, say, a kush or something, because stuff with cushion will make you sleep. You know, like a diesel or a fucking cheese or something like that will give you heavy eyes. Whereas a hazel, you can go down it, you can fucking function on it, work on it. It just gives you a bit of a boost, like.
Yeah. I think the first time I ever tried weed was at WOMAD, you know, the World of Music Art and Dance Festival.
Yeah.
And there was a guy came around, I think it was sent to me, I think I bought 10 quid on that. The first time I had weed in that, from what I can remember for that didn't on me out. That just made me bloody sparkle. Do you know what I mean? I can remember that.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, hash, it was all.
You broke up a bit there, Snowy.
Do you know what I mean? It was either, resin, do you know what I mean? Moroccan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a sort of.
Yeah, the
black loads that, and you'd end up monged out on a fucking chair. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, hash does that to you, especially black and that, and good Rocky. But yeah, to be fair, I struggled to get any fucking hash, to be honest. Get extract till it's coming out my ears, you know, but I don't dab, so. I think your signal's gone a bit there, Snowy, if you can still hear me.
Yeah, that's what.
You know, I think when I've had this one, I'll have to go and grab a nibble of something else out of my bag.
I was asking about.
Can't hear you, Snowy, sorry. Purple, to answer your question, I've got a little.
Because a lot of people seem to have a. You know what I mean? They seem to.
I'm really struggling to hear you there, Snowy. You're yeah, you're gone. There he's gone. Yeah, Purple, to answer your question earlier, I've got, I think it's called a bubble chef or something. I think I put a video up of it. It was a mate's and he lent it me. And all you do is you put your fucking whatever it is, bud trim, whatever. I never use just trim. If I do, I always use bud as well. But you put 25 micron bag in the washing machine. It's the same as a fucking caravan washing machine without the filters. So you can use a caravan washing machine. Bag of ice from the shop, £1 fucking 30. Put your bag in, 25 micron bag, sealed with your stuff in. Water, let it sit for 10-15 minutes. Put it on a 15-minute cycle and drain it through bubble bags. I only use a 120, a 70, and a 25. And you'll catch in the 70 and 25, and they'll be wasting the 120. But yeah, that's how I do it. And then I'll just leave the ice in the washing machine, put some more water in, put a 15-minute cycle on again on the same bag. I do 3 spins to make sure I get all the crystal out. And while the first one is sort of seeping off and draining, the 70 will drain quick, so I hang that and leave the 25. And then next one, put it straight through the bags again. Third one through the bags. And then all you do is got a little pressing screen. And all I do is roll the screen to get the water out of it and leave it out overnight, and it's fucking smokable by the next day, dry. So yeah, then if you want, you can powder it from the 70 and the 25. If you manipulate it, it usually turns into a darker hash. You get light hash through 70, darker hash through the 25 usually. Oh, it's easy, purple. It's easy, but I am going to buy a dry screen. You can buy a box with a 25 or 70 micron screen in it. And all you do is put your shake in the top. They call it your shake, your ground up whatever, or your waste. Put it in the top of the box. And all you do is sit there shaking it. And it leaves all your bits in the top, and all your crystal falls through to the bottom. That's a weird thing to be talking about. So a few times that my channel's gone on to this subject. I know I'm a smoker, but big up, Norris. Nice to see you in Nutters this morning. Ice hash is easy, purple. You don't need the washing machine. You can do it by hand. Just put your bags over a bucket so they'll drain. You have another bucket with your water and ice, and you can use a power drill. Or you can do it by hand. I started doing it by hand with a fucking a strong whisk or a wooden spoon, and just sit there beating it, and it'll froth up like fucking washing up liquid. 20 minutes of giving it a good smash in, and then you put it through the bags. You take use a 220 as well. You take your 220 out and empty your mash back into the bucket, water back in the bucket, and keep it going. You do it 2 or 3 times by hand. But yeah, my mate lent me a washing machine. It's so much easier because I can be doing other things for 15 minutes while it's cycling. So now I can tell you how to make a cake if you want, Norris. I can cook. I'm not the best on cakes, I gotta be honest. My muffins, my special muffins are a treat mine, but oh no. I saw that post, UK Don, and I didn't even bother fucking commenting because I don't want to get drawn into that subject, but nobody should be having him on their channel. Guilty or not, no one should be having him on their channel, to be fair, on their live panel. You're asking for trouble. Personally and YouTube, if you know what I mean. You're asking for fucking trouble on your channel, and you're asking for trouble in your fucking personal life. So I would not be doing that under any fucking circumstances, phone boy. No fucking way. Yeah, I'll make a jam sponge in the washing machine, Norris. It's definitely worth it. Boss, I do 1.2 meter by 1.2 meter for myself. 4 in under 600 plus HPS. I'd start them on 4, whereas some people start them on metal allied at 250. I'd start mine on 4 and then bung it up to 6 and then 6 plus when I put them into flour. But I would, out of a 1.2 by 1.2, I expect my average was between 12 and 15, sometimes more, sometimes a little bit less, depending on the plants. But I would keep all my sugar leaf. I'd ditch the fan leaves, but I'd keep all my sugar leaf and any fan leaves that had been left on till the end of the cycle. So I'd do a hard trim at 5 weeks of all the fan leaves to get light into everything. I'd put all that in, dry all that, Anything that was going to dry smaller than sort of a doobie or something would go in. So I'd end up with a couple of ounces of bud and all my trim. And out of that, I've had like fucking hell, well over a quarter, like 10 grams of really, really, really good fucking ash just out my trim. And I've also done RSO. I know how to make RSO with food grade isopropyl. And that is fucking strong. Just from trim, that's strong because it strips and rips all the CBD and THC. Cool, fucking hell. But it's you have to be careful. You have to do it on a hot plate in a Pyrex dish and stay out the room or wear a respirator while you're doing it because you'll get fucking smashed off the fumes of the isopropyl. Big up, Shady. Afternoon, Shady. Good live off you yesterday, Shady. Excuse me. And I saw you on with Zara then after. So he was putting the hours in yesterday, Shady. Excuse me. I haven't had anything to eat today. I'm drinking coffee, so I've got the gurps a minute. Yeah, I'm happy with the buds. I am purple, but I do like hash mine. When I go to the dam, because I can get, all sorts of fucking buds here. I'm fucking hot on where all the nice hashes are. 1E Help, which it means medical help really. They do a CBD jelly hash. Oh my fucking god! If you want something to make you go to sleep, and I mean not help you go to sleep, make you go to sleep, CBD jelly. Oh fuck me. Yeah, you were asking the other day about the CBDs, Shady. I bet if you used the CBD infused juice or mixed the CBD infused juice, I bet you'd smoke a bit less probably. Yeah, I've mate of mine used to get extract from Newport just down the road, and he said he went to collect some one day, or he went to collect some buds, sorry, and they were making extract or shatter out of all their leftover. Obviously, they get all the fucking shake because they're out in big bags. They get ounces of shake left every fucking time, and they were doing extract. And they were doing it in a kitchen with a fucking propane bottle. My mate said he walked in, turned around, fucking walked back out, rung the bloke and said, "You're going to have to fucking come out to the car because I'm not going in the house." Very, very dangerous. Big up the boss. Say it how it is. I'm happy to say, boss, that I've never been one for class A's, to be fair. I did like a bit of LSD and a bit of back in the day, but I've never been into class A's, to be fair. I've only ever taken two E's in my life because they just weren't for me. I had a rhubarb and custard and ended up fucking comatose in the corner of a club for about fucking 12 hours and I couldn't fucking move, and you're supposed to be able to give it large. I couldn't give nothing. I was fucking monged. Absolutely monged. Big up, Steve. I bet they do. And I've seen some videos of the Moroccan farmers making their own oil from, like powder, THC or whatever. Fuck, crazy, absolutely crazy. I think it's a Greenhouse Seeds video, Strain Hunters, and they're up in Morocco looking for hash, and they're struggling. And then they get taken to this little place, and fucking hell, the bloke's plants are only 2 foot tall, but there's loads of them. And they show you the old beating on the screen stuff. Oh, fucking nuts. Purple, that would be a fucking excellent idea, fella. Because I can, especially in the winter, I can get a return flight from Bristol for as little as 30 quid. I've flown from Bristol for less than 30 quid. So 20 quid fuel, and this is even if I go on my own, 20 quid fuel to get to Bristol and back, Bristol Airport. 20 quid for parking for 2 or 3 days in Bristol Airport, and 30 quid for a flight. 70 quid I can get to Amsterdam for in the winter. It's absolutely fucking bonkers. It just depends what day you go. And if you go from Cardiff with the same carriers, you can get a KLM flight from Bristol for about 100 quid return, depending on the day, sometimes less. And KLM flights from Cardiff are over 300 quid. Same fucking plane, same carrier, same, same fucking arrival in Amsterdam, ridiculous. So I go to Bristol to fly, Yeah, big up Shady. I've got to cut down on my fucking tobacco. Like I said, these lives, they kick the shit out of me, to be honest, because I smoke more rollies and smoke a little bit more tweed, but I smoke a lot more tobacco. Yeah, big up, Steve. Big up, Sparky. Morning, fella. Afternoon, fella. I didn't start till 12, so I shouldn't be saying morning. Yeah, I haven't done any for a while, Sparky. I got a cellar and I had a few problems. I had a bit of a flood, but sorted it out and did one after that. But I've had a few other problems myself, so sort of I knocked it on the head for a bit.
I'm back. I'm back. I had to quickly.
How's it going?
Yeah, awful. Yeah. No. I mean, I know Snow's in the audience. Snowy sent me this, and fuck me, the health benefits. Once I learn how to use it, shit, I'm going up the stairs without being breathless. It's been 2 days no nicotine. My battery failed. It wasn't charging in the holster.
Yeah.
And I just went. I thought, fuck it, I need some sleep. Did that. Woke up, still wasn't charged, but the other battery was charged, so I swapped them around.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But I could have gone downstairs and had a smoke.
Yeah.
And that same packet now, this is 15 days, and there's still 10 roll-ups in there.
Yeah. We got Lisa. Yeah. I've only been on the tobacco for about, I don't know, maybe 3 years now. I was always a cigarette person, always. And I could never smoke. I could have the odd rollie, but I couldn't, smoke rollies full time. But it came to a point where I thought I just got to bite the bullet, change over. My problem was smoking doobies with it. I just didn't like it at all. But I have found that doing these live streams, I smoke a lot more. And I smoke a lot more rollies than I would have done cigarettes.
I chain smoke this now. But I used to be just smoking relentlessly. Yeah. And then because I was like, I look at the ashtray and I've got like rollers where I'm only smoking a bit and they're still that big. You think, shit, why didn't I just put that up and relight it? Because it's like, you just got to do stuff to distract yourself.
No, my missus does that. She lights a rollie and puts it in the ashtray after smoking about a quarter of it or a third and it goes out. She won't relight that one. She'll fucking make another one or get one out of her tin because she pre-rolls. So,
I mean, even though I've got Rizla papers knocking about, I ain't bought Rizla papers in 3 weeks. And because I buy 18 Rizla papers, I've still got loads knocking about. But I've got my ashtray. So if I wanted to, the other night, I could check that bad boy out for an ashtray.
Nice. I like that.
It's
I've
one
got a
the old
couple of
ones.
them Mexican death head little ornaments. I have.
Yeah, look,
Yeah.
I've got nubs in there. I could have took them out, but I mean, God knows what I'm going to use that fucking for. Because now, I hopefully, touch wood, which I've got, I never go back to the tobacco. If I'm addicted to this, I'm addicted to this. I feel the benefits just walking up the stairs. I was like, and sweat.
Yeah.
And I went upstairs 3-4 times the other day because I kept forgetting stuff. Went downstairs, went to see my neighbour. I'm going shopping. Check my pockets. Oh, shit. Be right back. In my wallet. Then I had to go back upstairs again. Came back down. I went, shit, I'll be right back. I forgot my vape. And I wasn't reckless. Which normally is like, I'll see you in 20 minutes. I need a rest.
Yeah.
So this is a lifesaver.
Yeah. I bought a disposable one the other day from the shop just to try. But I haven't even opened it yet. But next live stream I do, or next live stream I go on, whether it's yours or someone else's, if I'm going to be on there a while.
It'll be those wide, flat ones. I had one of them, and they're good, but it depends on the quality in the shop. Because I went to the corner shop, bought one for $5. Actually, he sold it me $4.50. Now that was the one at the top, sold me $4.50, but normally $5. And I went like that. Went for the second one. I was walking away from the shop, and it went dead. So I took it back and got a replacement. But the replacement only lasted 3 hours. The one that I bought up the road, it lasted me 8 hours, but I was having a few. So it's the quality. Because what they're doing, they're getting, some shops are getting the old stock, which they know are deteriorating, and selling them for $5. So if you get a right shop, good shop, a lot of them use them around here. The disposable. You see them on the streets all day.
Yeah, my youngest daughter gave up smoking recently, and she's on the vapes, but she buys hers online, and they're a good brand and everything. But they're like expensive ones, but she gets a good discount on them because she buys them in bulk. There's like a few of them who will all tip in from. So
I'd recommend something like this. I mean, I do know now, people said I've got 4 batteries. They've got a charger that can charge 2 batteries at the same time. I'm understanding why you have the double charger, because shit, I've only got 2 batteries, so I definitely need a third. I'm going to get one of them.
Yeah.
If I get that government money, we supposedly have the money today. If that's in the bank, then I'm going to get fucking pissed tomorrow on my birthday. Yeah. But I'm definitely going. I'll probably go tomorrow, to be honest with you, and then get another battery for sure. And I might get one of these in case this one breaks, because that killed me. Thank God I had money on me, and I was going to go up to the charity shop, and then I went, shit, it's broke. I had to walk all the way into town. Got it done. Didn't have the juice, so I bought a pound juice, which isn't meant for this. So that was fucking choking. Then in my backpack, I told you, didn't I? In my backpack, I had a brand new juice, 2 nicotines. I went, fucking idiot.
Yeah.
But I'd loaded up the cheap stuff, which is meant for the different vapes, the mouth to lungs. That stuff doesn't work on this, which I found out by choking my fucking guts out.
Yeah. Big up the Burger King. Yeah. I'm going to have to fucking... I'm going to have to, like I said, start on live stream smoking the vape and just see how I go. Because I have tried them in the past, but I always keep I just can't stick with it,
There's a guy on Buzz's channel. The best advice I got, and it's a guy called Ben. I met him on Buzz's channel, BuzzTech's channel. Really nice guy. And he's got the children that he cares for. That's all I'm going to say. If you want more details, ask Ben. He's got parrots, which I can say, and he's just full of fucking life. He's got a wood hobby thing where he makes fucking amazing things out of a wood with a lathe. It's called Ben. You'll know who he is. And he turned around to me and went, with a vape, what you need to do is fill the vape up. He didn't mention the battery. He says, and leave your tobacco at home and just spend a day on a vape without the temptation. And I've done that, and it's the best advice. But it's hard when you're going from a vape, from tobacco to a vape. But
Yeah,
for some reason,
that's it. If
I'm the
me and my
most
missus
addictive
go,
person. Yeah, I'm addicted with friendships. When I make a friendship, I'm addicted to that friendship. And it's hard to kick that friendship.
yeah.
Everybody knows that.
Right.
But yeah, it's same with anything, you know what I mean?
I've definitely
just
got an addictive personality because I am 100% addicted to, the greens and tobacco. But I'm, the greens. People say there's no addiction. That's bullshit. I am 100% addicted. I will freely admit that. You know what I mean? And I made myself cut back and everything, but I've never denied the fact that I'm an addict. I do class myself as an addict, even though I don't smoke as much as I used to. Because a lot of people are too easy to dismiss. Oh, it's only weed. The psychological attachment is massive, and it's not so much the stone; it's the process of rolling and the taste and smell. Because you can have some stuff that doesn't hardly get you stoned, but it's really pungent and nice and stuff, and it's not as strong.
It's the distraction, isn't it?
I mean,
once I know that RZA paper is facing the right way, I can literally be blindfolded, put the right tobacco in, roll it, lick it, blindfolded. It's like muscle memory, and it's like I do it now. About oh shit, I've already got one, and I wasn't an experiment. Someone said you're chain smoking, and I looked in my tin and I had 20 roll-ups within about an hour and a half. I'm thinking shit, and I would have been smoking them if somebody didn't say you smoke too much.
If I'm going out in the car or something, I don't pre-roll, but my missus does. So if I took a vape in the car, I know the temptation's there. Just to say to my missus, I'll give us a fag, give us a roll, you like. But driving, I'm terrible. Because when I used, I'd chain smoke.
I think once you're an addict, my mate Jay, he's like a director of Jason's. He's got a fucking proper company car.
Yeah.
But there's no smoking in company cars. But before the funeral, he just went in the pocket. He brought out a vape and went. I went, you smoking? Are you smoking again? It's been stressful. Not because he was. My sister knew him when he was a kid because he went to school with my nephew. So to him, it's like my sister was like an auntie to him.
Yeah.
But, he grew up with it. Was like very close knit section of friends and family. That's how I know him. And he was like, I said, I thought you packed up smoking. Yeah, but job's stressful, But he couldn't smoke otherwise he'd have had a real cigarette.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But he didn't. But he went back to, but he just went, he's a tourist. He just went, not going to smoke, and fucking stopped.
Yeah. Yeah. One of my brothers did the same. He went from smoking cigarettes to tobacco, to vape like that one day to the next, and he's been on vape ever since.
My mate didn't do that. He just went, I'm stopping smoking. He stopped smoking. He just stopped. Right, today I'm not going to smoke anymore. And he just he says it was rough for a couple of weeks. He went cold turkey. But, you got to understand, he was a shop assistant and now at the same company for like 40 years or like 35 years. And now as a managing director, he's like one of the top directors in the company. And you don't get that without determination and willpower and strength. And he just went, But the fact that he was on a vape. But some people can do it, fucking piece of piss.
Yeah, well, that's it. I had a doobie this morning out with the dogs, and then I haven't had one since I sat down. And it's been an hour now, and I've smoked 2, which is to be honest, I should have only had 1. To be fair,
you're lucky you've got a wife to say. I've got nobody really. Nobody that I fucking, anybody gives me advice. I've got nobody goes, oh, you shouldn't do that. Because I just go, what's it got to do with you? But when you got a wife, kids saying, you got to pack up, you absorb it and go, I've got a problem. At least you've got that eye up and say, this to me was fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
This to me, I don't know, didn't even try. I didn't even try. Like, the only focus he had was because my landlord, who's a friend, he went, when I packed up booze, I thought of the price and how much it's costing. Think of the money side of it. It's a businessman. So I did think of that. I've only got so much limited money. And this is not only, I'm saving like £30 a week.
Yeah.
This is going to, I've worked this out. This is costing me 10 quid a week.
Yeah.
So I'm making 10 quid easy with not having tobacco, but my health. And that's like inspiring now because I'm getting more energy. Even though when I eat, I fucking fall asleep. But that's old age.
Yeah.
He used to take the piss out of my dad. I told you this, didn't I, the other day? My dad used to come back from work, have his dinner at 6 o'clock, sit in his chair, watch TV, fall asleep for 2 hours. My mum would come back from work 7:30, let him go to sleep for another half hour and go, Sid, wake up, we're going to the fucking pub. Then he'd have half an hour, 45 minutes to get fucking new clothes on and then go to the fucking pub till 11:30. And that was every day.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, what an old twat. At 6 o'clock, you're falling asleep in an armchair, you old bastard. And guess what? I'm doing it every time I eat food.
Yeah, I take nano naps. They reckon that having half an hour to an hour in the afternoon is good for your heart because it makes you relaxed, doesn't it? And I reckon that's why you know Europeans and that do it. Obviously, it's the hottest part of the day.
Europeans, though, if you go Spain, France, because they got Mediterranean heat, they have siestas, which they also have naps.
Yeah.
From 11 to 1, because the heat is so intense.
Yeah.
It's impossible to work. So they get a 2-hour dinner break where they share it with the family and maybe they have power naps because it's too hot to. I went in May, so I didn't notice it. Yeah, but it's like in France, in the morning you'll see people with baguettes, and you see them going, and what they're doing, they're going to family, sharing a breakfast with each other. It's like everything we lost. You know, that family community, we lost that. This is 18 years ago in South France. They had it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like the bread, they'd get fresh bread from the bakery, fresh, take it to the family, have breakfast, start the day. I was in a Red Cross centre, which is basically the people that are homeless, and all the staff would hug each other and kiss each other. And I went, what's this about? He says, the French, we believe, if we show love first thing, then that continues for the rest of the working day because you're showing each other love. We don't do that, fucker. Oh, fuck. Are you at work? You know, aren't we?
Well,
fucking hell, not you again.
We hardly ever shake hands when we greet people anymore, do we? British people.
We don't do fuck all anymore.
But my brother, he's up staying, and you know, he said going out with a dog and everything, everyone here in a small town in Wales will greet you, whereas, you know, people in cities and that, they just don't. It's all eyes down. No one greets each other in the mornings, or, you know. But where I am, I go out with the dog if I go out with the dog at 6, dogs at 6 in the morning, I'll bump into someone and they're always good morning, and up, even if they're over the other side of the street and you don't really know them. Morning. You know, we've still got that sort of community here. You know what I mean?
Well, where I live, it is a rough area, but we know each other's faces, and it's like, all right, mate, how you doing? And then you get the nod, and they say, and it's all of that, even though it is very multicultural, but we know each other's faces. We know we're all neighbours. You know, it's, you know, it is that for me around here anyway. Other people might not be the same, but you know, I know the hairdresser. I've got the butcher down the road. When I'm on my fire escape, he comes out. The few of the boys come out the back way. All right, mate. All right, mate. Neighbours. All right, mate. When I'm on the back, oh yeah, and we do that. We don't know each other's names, but we know each other's faces, and that's good enough for friendship for me.
Yeah. But like Boss Dog said, every area is completely different, and you know, Cardiff as a city, I would go to Cardiff any day of the week for any purpose. I go there for gigs, guitar shops, anything, just for a day out, whatever. But I have sworn I will never ever go back to fucking London. Never. I fucking hate the place. I hate the place. It is fucking horrible.
Yeah, it is
just
fucking crazy.
yeah, it's
Full
just
of
it's not for
tourists.
me.
It's
just
tourists.
chaos.
Like in London, Oxford Street. I went with a mate 20 years ago, and he went, "Oh, we went in this shop, and oh, beautiful women." And I went with them. I went, "They're all full of makeup. Where's the natural beauty?" Because in Derby, you saw a girl, bit of eyeliner on it, bit of eyeliner, lipstick, and that was it. Natural beauty.
Yeah.
In London, it was all women that has gone to modelling school. They've got the foundation, and they do look good. Wipe that off, they look plain James.
Yeah.
So I've always
Afternoon,
been
Mark.
into one natural. I am Mark Kelly. Yeah, big up Mark.
Oh, I'm not
He's
a fan
trained
of London, Mark. I used to go regularly for gigs and everything, but the last time I went, it was that much of a fucking nightmare that it's not for me. I used to live Hertfordshire, and I used to be, when I was younger, I used to be a regular visitor into London. In the late 80s, compared to the last time I went, it was a completely different place, completely different. I did put my head in the air fryer and then a big razor, Rick.
Yeah, it's the hairdryer. That's what I thought it was, a hairdryer. Obviously,
Yeah.
that fucking, I got a bit of sun, but I put my head in it and I got a bit of sunburn in the back of my head that you can't see. Of course, it's a fuck. I just get it wrong. Hair fryer. I say hairdryer, but I mean a hair fryer.
Yeah. Big up Smithers. Yeah. Big up to Up to Down Hammers and Uncle JJ. Big up the Cockneys. Big up Sparky.
If two upsy, I have to put this down because he says stop holding it, Shady. Because he likes it. That's my problem now. I've got to remember to just fucking keep it out of my hand. It's like my little baby that I'm fucking chuffing on. Now I have to learn to fucking not chuff on it all day long. I'm closing my eyes because you're rolling a fucking fucking rolly. It doesn't bother me because when I go down shops, I see me packet, I see me lighter, I see the tin. I know I've got at least 10 fucking roll-ups in there, and it's going to be dried out by the time I touch it. But yeah, I'm just fucking concentrating on that now. Got the flavors. I got that, which the nozzle fell off. But then again, when we try to fucking open it, it just went fucking all over the place. That lid was so fucking secure, unbelievable. But anyway, the lid that fell off, so I've just got to find a way of just not using the nozzle. Try to glue it back on, but that's pineapple. It's fucking awesome. It's got no nicotine in it. Oh, yeah, Alan. We've got Sparky Shack, whoever he is. We've got Matrix, joking Sparky.
Yeah, I got some names in this afternoon.
Yeah, you're getting some people in, mate.
Yeah, got some good names in today. And 31 people.
You got good channel. You don't swear and stuff like that, so people are going to like that one. You're entertaining, which is good.
Was you
on Zara's? You was on Zara's, and I can't remember his name, and he got his guitar out and sang. That was awesome. He was a good singer.
Was that Rug Ups on there, was it?
Yeah, Rug Ups or something.
Yeah, he's in the chat, or he was anyway. Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, he did all right, didn't he? Yeah, because you was there. Because I said, as your manager, let's make a YouTube. Yeah, he's here, look.
Yeah.
Rug Ups.
I'm a bit, I've got to be honest, I'm a bit anal about playing my guitar when I'm on my laptop. Because I think the sound's going to be fucking awful the other end. So I like to use my Pro mic and all. But yeah, I doubt the laptop sounds that bad, really. It's just me being fucking...
I played it back. I played it back where you play music, and you can hear the music. But when I put the speaker on... Bollocks. When you put the speaker on, it does sound better with an exterior speaker.
Yeah.
And, it actually sounds even louder. with that, so I've got to learn to get the volume right. But I think with a speaker, it's just a little bit more bass from the laptop mic. But I definitely want one of those microphones. I've been looking for them bad boys.
Well, like Andrew J.
But you're never going to get the deal.
13 quid
You know
for
Andrew
his.
J. Yeah, you know
Yeah.
Andrew J.
Yeah.
He went to get a microphone, and I went, "Oh yeah, here's one for 30 quid." And he said, "I saw one on the top on it saying," he went, "How much is that?" And I went, $12.99 or something. I went, "I'll have that one." And then all of a sudden, his voice is fucking powerful, comes across crystal clear. 12 quid. He got the bargain of the century because they are 25, 30 quid for a microphone.
I bought. I've got one on my desktop, but it's actually made by a music company, Gear for Music. It's their own brand. So it's got its own stand and all. It sits on the desk, and it came with a webcam, which I don't really use. I've used it once on my laptop, and it's a lot better than my laptop camera.
That's one thing I need to be.
You know,
I mean, I want to get my tower up. I want to get my tower, and then because I've got a 32-inch TV as a monitor, put a webcam on that. Then at least, because I'm looking over here at my screen that I can actually read, where I'm looking over here for the camera, so it looks like I'm ignorant. So I
do that as well on my desktop. I got two screens, so
desktop needs a new myself.
Yeah.
I use it because it's bigger for movies, and I can actually read things in chat well. And this I can't. I've got to go and get all the fucking grades as reading glasses, I reckon. Because again, my mate bought some cheap ones, same 2.5 times. Now this is all right for things close up, so but it's not all right. Now this, I can't fucking read all the time writing. No, the light's in my way. So I've never had my eyes tested, so I just go, yeah, that'll do. I mean, all I need that for is going in the off license and reading the prices.
Because I was getting migraines, bad and quite a lot, and it turned out that my left eye is fucked. My right eye is fine, but my left eye is fucked. Like it's I can't remember what they call it, but it's a degenerative thing. So the glasses will stop it. The speed it was going, because it went from being able to see out my left eye, and then when I went and got tested and put my glasses on, it was only when I put my glasses on that I realised how bad my left eye actually was. So I wasn't actually seeing anything out my left eye. And my brain was obviously telling my right eye to compensate for my left, because I wasn't really getting a lot of blurring in the left.
Stressing your eyes out. You're actually stressing your eyes out.
Yeah. But yeah, one eye's fine and one eye's not, which is I find weird. But
well, we've all got a leading eye. You know, when you shoot a gun or bow and arrow, you've got a leading eye. Yeah. So you have one eye. Basically, you know, when you target something, you'll have one eye looking forward. The other eye will turn slightly to get the distance. That's called the leading eye. Do you know what I mean? My leading eye is my right eye, but I'm left-handed. So if I shoot a gun left-handed, this isn't my leading eye. It's my other eye. So I had to learn to shoot right-handed. Yeah. And then I was more accurate. Yeah. Then you're left-handed and you can't do the bolt, you can't do this. It's hard. Yeah. Unless it's a shotgun. Then you just go boom, then left hand, reload, boom.
Yeah. I'm left-handed, I'm left-handed. But everything else I do right-handed. Play guitar right-handed. I used to play golf right-handed. I shoot right-handed. Everything.
That'd be your leading eye. Yeah. So your leading eye must be your right eye.
It is my right eye. Yeah.
That's your leading eye. That's the one that creates the distance where the eye goes. I don't know why I know this science. Oh, I do, because I used to shoot guns when I was a kid, and I went by all the science, the ballistic science, everything. Because my friend used to shoot in Derbyshire, where it's like real proper guns, and I used to shoot proper real guns as well because it was 1980s before the laws, and so yeah, it was fucking fun times.
Yeah.
Thankfully though, they did ban the gun laws, because if I'd have had one with my depression, I might have just gone boom. You know what I mean? So that's probably why I'm still alive, and that would be down to the gun laws where they went, no, you can't have one.
Yeah.
I mean, sport, they still allow guns for sport, which we need for the Olympics, small calibers. Farmers can still have shotguns for vermin. They can have a small caliber gun for foxes, a .22, which is good enough. That's all this country needs. You don't need anything like AK-47.
Ours gun laws are some of the strictest in the world, and you've got to be a member of a registered gun club, or you've got to have written permission, proper written permission off a landowner, that you're doing pest control from, and that otherwise they won't give you a license.
Right. You've always had shooting rights. Yeah, you had to go to a farm and get shooting rights and stuff like that. Always had that. But yeah, I mean, my friend's got a farm, my landlord, 4 acre, 5 acre farm. He's got 3 sheep now, chickens, which classes as a farm. So he gets proper rates now, farmers rates, which means now he's entitled that he can get a commercial cheap farmers diesel. He can have that, the red diesel. He can get proper weed killer, industrial weed killer, which you can't buy anymore.
Yeah,
you can, because it's a small place, you can't buy that much.
No,
but it's better than fucking stuff that you get on the shelf.
Yeah,
but he can have a gun now. He can have a small gun because he does have foxes, which shepherd sorts.
Yeah, I've got to be fair, because of where I live and it's in the sticks, and sort of a 20-minute drive or 25-minute drive up towards Hereford, and there's a garage, and people drive up there from where I live just to have an ice cream, because they got their ice cream is super special, but they also do red diesel, so people will fucking drive from where I live 20-25 minutes with loads of jacks in the back of the car, or a trailer with jacks, go to the garage out Hereford and fill up with red diesel at the farmer's garage. Obviously, I've known a few mates that have been caught for it, but a lot of them are builders and stuff and use it anyway for their generators. But I know people that drive up there with jacks in the car. I'll fill the car with white diesel, and then they'll fill the back of the car with red diesel. You know what I mean? Because you can just go in and buy it straight from the pump. You can go in. It's one of them old schools. You can buy red diesel from the pump, paraffin from the pump, and a couple of other fuels as well. Kerosene, I think, but I think kerosene's just paraffin with a bit more oil or something in it, or a bit less oil.
Yeah, I used to have paraffin heater back in the day.
Yeah.
I think with the red diesel, there is a chemical that you put in, and it turns it like white, turns it like normal diesel. But it's weights and measures, or those when they pull you up, they draw it off, put another chemical in to deactivate that chemical you put in, and it will show up. Yeah, it's red diesel, and so you can't win. But if you look at it, if you're not driving on the motorways, you're not going to get pulled over. If you look at it that way,
well,
you always pull people up on the motorways.
If you're taxed and insured and MOT properly, you're not going to get stopped. They don't stop you unless it flags up on their PNC, or they've got a good reason to.
Yeah.
The days of spot checking cars are gone. That's gone.
Although, where did I see that thing? They actually did it outside a supermarket. They actually did it outside a supermarket. You parked up at a supermarket, people coming in, and they tested the cars.
Yeah.
And it was a supermarket. Where like the big supermarkets. I'm sure they did it there, and I thought, fucking bastards.
Yeah, Boss Dog knows. That's why there's always a police operation going on van weights and diesel dipping coming out of Hereford, and that's spot on. They do it on the M50. They got a weighbridge, and the coppers or the customs, they do pull random people in. They'll step out in the road and say, "Get in the fucking weighbridge now," and if you don't, they're coming after you, like, you know what I mean? And that's just outside Hereford.
When I was in south of France. It was an old castle. It was a massive castle. I think it was the capital of France at one time. So they knocked the castle down, but the footings, the towers, and everything was still there. They made a beautiful park, and I used to go to the edge where it was a road where they'd come round the corner, a sharp bend, and the gendarmes was there, pulling everybody over. And I used to love watching them for hours every day. Oh, it's snowy. How you doing, bro?
Hello?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, just a quick one on red diesel, okay? The laws have changed on it, Ministry. It's only for agricultural use. It's only for agricultural use now, okay?
Is it?
And yeah, you have to have proof that you can buy it when you go to a garage. So if your garage is selling it to any hunter, they're breaking the law, mate. Read up the new law on it.
Yeah, I've never indulged. I don't drive enough.
Yeah.
But I've had friends that have been. I think the customs must have twigged what he was doing, and they waited a while, and they actually caught him with big fucking containers in the back of his van. He was a builder, you know what I mean? But he couldn't explain it away because the little van that he was driving had fucking like 6 jacks in the back full. So
yeah, not only that, it's hard to get it out of the filters.
Yeah.
That's where they trace it. They can trace it in the filters, in the diesel filters. I've been stopped twice in my van. The only time I've been stopped, right? Well, I got stopped once in my car coming out of Wales. And then only other times I've been stopped by the old bill, it was in my van and it was to dip my tank.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's because the area I live in is that there's a lot of travellers there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, my tank's been dipped twice, and the first time I've done it, I'd only had the van 2 months, and I said, look, I've only had it 2 months, and the copper said, oh, it'd been flushed through anyway by now. That's what he told me, because I was panicking. I thought, well, I've just bought the van. If there's a trace of red diesel, they're going to nick me. But he said to me it should have flushed out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was, where I am, it was really bad, because like I said, people would drive up to Hereford, and they would fill their they'd open the boot and have like 6 40-litre jacks in there and just fill a lot. And of course, they just didn't care, you know, being rural and up here, it's not very often you get stopped and dipped or anything. It's only if they've got reason to suspect you.
That's it. One of the garages that I fill up, the canopy's high enough for me to get under. They sell kerosene. You know, that's heating oil. Kerosene is heating oil. And they used to sell red diesel, but they stopped selling red diesel because the amount of checks they had to do on the person who was buying it. So they just stopped. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's all I've got to say about that.
Yeah, it's one of them things, isn't it? It's fucking. Like I said, I was never really. I didn't do enough driving to justify it, and I probably wouldn't anyway, because if I had my car taken away, I wouldn't be able to replace the fucking thing.
Well, that's
whereas my mate made himself enough money and.
Yeah, during the shortage, you know when we had that shortage when everyone was panic buying, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we had that shortage. There was one day there I couldn't get any diesel. But double money couldn't get no diesel. And the boss says, I'm going to put red in it. I said, well, I'm fucking going home if you're putting red in there. I wouldn't have nothing to do with it, Ministry.
Yeah, you're the one that get the fine, see, Snowy.
Yeah, I don't know how it works. I could have said, I'll come in and there was diesel in it. I could have got with that, you know what I mean? But I said, no, I'm having nothing to do with this. But because it's a working farm, they've got 2 massive tanks oh, I'll have to put some red in it. I said, well, I'm fucking off then. I'm not seeing you do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was a taxi driver in Derby. You know that one? There's a taxi driver in Derby. He had wheelie bins in his cellar filled with diesel for his taxi, and he got caught for it. And the council charged him 70 grand to clean up the spilling of diesel. Yeah, he got fined £70,000 to clean his house up. But he had like wheelie bins full of diesel because he's a taxi driver. He was probably the only taxi driver working because he had like wheelie bins full of fucking diesel.
Yeah.
And wheelie
but
bins
we all must have seen them videos on YouTube of people with plastic bags full in their boot and people emptying out litre water bottles at the pumps and filling a litre in their fucking bottle.
Yeah.
Very strange behaviour. Very strange behaviour.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
just imagine, right? Filling up the boot.
I wouldn't even.
How dangerous that is. No, just think how dangerous that is with bags full of unleaded in your boot. Yeah. Jesus, the fumes coming off it. That wouldn't have took hardly anything to blow that fucker off. It'd be like a bomb, wouldn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I bought a second-hand car Friday. A fucking Kia Carens 2 litre, right? A little bit old, but long MOT on it and all. I fucking got it home, found out that they'd emptied the fluid out of it, so it didn't leak when I was testing it. Fucking all sorts of things wrong with it. Split in the block or the water pump. The fluid was just pissing out. And the other I put 40 miles on it when I had it. The fucking thing was filling up with fumes. So I fucking sent them a nasty email, then rang them and took it back this morning and had my fucking money back. They were trying to. Yeah. I said there's no way that this is a genuine MOT. I've been watching this car for 2 months on the forecourt. It's only the MOT is only a month old. There's no way it would have passed MOT. So I put that sort of fear into them that I knew that it was fucking MOT. And that they sent a woman to deal with me this morning because they could see that I was a bit pissed off. I wasn't shouty or anything, but I just said to the woman, I've been watching this car for 2 months, and the first words out of her mouth was, no, I only took it in a fortnight ago, part X, I did it myself. I said, fucking bullshit. I said, I've been watching it for a month, or 2 months. I've been watching the price come down till I was ready to fucking go over there. Fucking cheeky bastards. But I give me all my money back anyway.
I mean,
it was only a fucking grand, but seeing as I'm not working, a grand is a lot of fucking money. Yeah, even though I was going to spend more on a car, a grand is a lot of money. That's sort of the max I've ever paid on a car, you know.
Yeah, but you should be able to get a decent Japanese car for a grand. Yeah, but you should get a decent old Japanese car because they are built like tanks. Or a Volvo, if it's all fixed up.
Yeah.
There are cars you can buy that last forever.
Yeah.
But yeah, grand, you'd expect.
Yeah. If I didn't have my
missus to take to hospital.
What's that? Say again, sorry?
Yeah, where I live, I've got he's a Ford parts dealer. He's one of the biggest in the country. He's a Ford parts dealer, right? And he buys all sort of accident repair, breakdown repair and all that. And my last 4 motors have come from him. Do you know what I mean? And because they're a Ford, anything wrong with them, he's got the second-hand part on the shelf. And the most I paid was 1,200 quid for a 07 Ford Focus, the last one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's straight through the MOT. That's 60 quid for an MOT. Do you know what I mean? We've got a scrapyard. Yeah, we've got a scrapyard in Derby, Albert Looms. And if you want to buy a second-hand car, go there. Because the workers, they'll get a car and going, this is fucking pathetic. Why it got scrapped? For, and then they put it through an MOT and you get a cheap car. Because they've got all the parts for it.
Yeah.
You know, if I buy a car, I'll go down there and see what's on offer. Because the old mechanics work for spares.
Yeah, they knew boss. I knew the school boss. As soon as I got home and realised that there was a problem with it, I knew the score straight away because I've said before I know I can fucking buy an MOT for 80 quid. You know, I can get one. My last car I put through the MOT. You know, I didn't just buy one. I did have a problem with one of the back seat belts, and the guy in the garage just said, put a baby seat in it. They can't touch the baby seat. So they won't notice the seat belt, and that's how it went through. But it was only the middle seat belt of a Picasso, which I didn't really need anyway. The garage, they knew what they were doing. They knew. They said, "Oh, do you want us to have a look at it?" And I said, "No, do I fuck? This is on the phone the other day." They said, "Oh, we can have a look at it for you in our garage because it's a big dealership." I said, "No, fuck that." I said, "You can give me my money back." And they said straight away, yes. So they knew that I knew what they'd done. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Didn't spend any money on it. Took it as a fucking part exchange and didn't fucking even look at the fucking thing.
Yeah.
And there they get round the emissions. You know, if you go and buy an MOT, there's one round here. You can always find one. What they do with emissions is they put another motor on it. That's all they fucking do.
Their own car on it.
Yeah, they don't put your fucker on it if you buy an MOT.
No, they don't. They just put the tube thing with the sensor on their own car for 5 minutes, and that's it.
Talking about MOTs, my dead 650 Kawasaki, it's 41-year-old now, and it's MOT exempt. But I still took it for an MOT, and I know the fucking brakes and that work on it. I don't know. Do you understand, don't you?
Yeah.
You don't want to fucking motorbike with dodgy brakes or a fucking tyre, do you? Do you know what I mean?
No.
Bad enough having 4 wheels, let alone on 2 wheels. But it is MOT exempt, but I'll still take it for an MOT. It was manufactured in 1981. And they even ask you on the government website, they even ask, it should be eligible for vintage tax where you don't pay any. But what was that, 120 quid ministry this? Here's the tax of 650. Ridiculous, isn't it?
Sorry about that. I don't know why my internet went off then.
Yeah. No, I was on about tax my 650, 120 quid. What damage does that do to the road? What the fuck? You know what I mean? And then you get sort of these bloody 4-wheel drive fucking things. They don't pay no fucking tax. Never mind, some of them, because it's done on so-called emissions.
Yeah. If I didn't have to take my missus to hospital appointments and that, I would have had a bike again by now. You know what I mean? But car's priority at the minute. Even though they send her transport if she needs it, like.
I understand.
But yeah, a bike's on the agenda for me.
Yeah,
but it's got to be something set up. You know, like I said to you the other day, it's going to have to be another Bandit or a sports tourer or an Enduro or something. But now will be the time for me to buy one because everyone starts selling them off now, don't they? They've had the enjoyment out the summer. Some people,
because the summer's over.
Yeah.
They buy them for the summer, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Yeah. That's how I had my Bandit last time. It was the end of summer, and the guy had just used it for summer. That was it.
Yeah.
No, can't take the dogs on the bike, Jay.
I've got a Yamaha 550. Yeah. I've got a Yamaha 550 in the storage unit. MOT. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know.
Yeah, I got you, Andrew.
I might give it to someone.
All right.
It's just fucking in the way at the minute.
Yeah.
I'll give it to my wife, but she's only,
mate. How you doing?
She's only got provisional ministry, so she can only ride a 125 on her CBT.
Yeah.
I don't think she'd be able to handle. ambulance or
You got
things
me.
like I really don't.
Can you hear me, mate?
Yeah, I got you, Andrew.
Yeah, hello Andrew.
Hey, Snowy. How you doing, mate?
Are you right, mate? How you doing?
Not too bad.
Not too bad,
Ladies
oh, that's
around you.
good. Better than shit. Not too bad, better than shit.
Just about better than shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
What are you guys up to? What have you been up to?
I'm
not
back
a
to
lot.
work. Same
Not a
old
lot.
I've been,
shit.
yeah, I've been pissing around taking my car back to the fucking dealership.
Oh, you've got a new
Fucking
car?
Well,
Bloody
it's
well.
second-hand car, but I
Well,
fucking got it home and found out that they'd smudged something up in the engine to stop a water leak. Emptied the fucker of fluid completely, apart from the header tank, and so it didn't leak when I tested it.
Yeah.
So I obviously found the problem the same day or the evening when I was home, like, and I emailed them, didn't respond, so I fucking rang them, and they said bring it back Tuesday morning. So I took it back this morning, like.
Where did you get it from an auction or?
Nah, from a dealership. So
Dealership?
I should really
You got,
smash their social media with pictures and everything,
Yeah.
but I think
You
I
get
cost them a
very-
few grand today because there was a man and woman just. What's that?
well, you should have a better, not insurance, but like guarantee sort of thing.
Yeah, I didn't have any warranty or anything, but I fucking.
Yeah, not warranty.
They knew they were in the wrong. They knew they were in the wrong. They knew they'd fudged it up, like, so.
Sneaky little bastards.
Yeah. Yeah. And they sent a woman to refund me my money. I don't think the salesman that fucking sold me the car wanted to come out, to be honest. He was up in the fucking top showroom, fucking wouldn't come out. So
Have you taken the car back and getting a refund, yeah?
Oh, it's gone back this morning. First fucking thing this morning.
Right.
Took it back.
Right.
Cheeky bastards.
Did they get it on a transporter?
No, I drove it. No, I drove it back. Yeah, I drove it back.
Yeah?
I had to have all the windows open because it was filling up with fucking fumes. Filled it with water first, just took it back. Dumped it right up on the fucking showroom forecourt, up by their little garage area. And I was in the office maybe 5-10 minutes, came back out, and they had one of their fucking lackeys power washing it and power washing the engine bay out. And I fucking put money on it. It's back on their website already. And if it is, I am going to put some comments on there. And I've got something like 20,000 reviews on Google, on my Google account, where I've reviewed places. And I've got a lot of feedback from Google from my reviews. So I might even Google review the fuckers as well. So
they refunded you money though, yeah?
Oh, they give me it straight back this morning, yeah.
Straight back. Oh, good.
Yeah.
You could, like ministry, you could be a real bastard and report them to the Ministry of Transport, couldn't you?
I know.
You could report them, do you know what I mean? A fucking dog.
Yeah.
Just imagine if you fell asleep in that fucking thing. You just died of fucking carbon monoxide poisoning.
Yeah. Well, that's what my brother said. What if I'd been and bought it for my daughter and she'd fucking gone to the shop with a kiddie in the car and said the kiddie sit there a minute?
Fuck.
Yeah. Fucking dodgy as fuck.
Fucking boss dog is fucking Chris Waite car sales in fucking Blackwood, fella. Chris Waite car sales in Blackwood. If you haven't got the line, it's a big dealership. It's not a small dealership. It's a big dealership. Big up, Walter.
Bunch of fucking arseholes. They're still about then, these dodgy fucking car salesmen.
Yeah. Sorry, Rug Up. So I haven't got that many reviews. That's how many times my reviews have been viewed. I've probably got maybe 100 reviews because if I go somewhere, my internet's been on. Yeah, I'll do a quick 5-minute review while I'm sat in the car waiting for my missus or something.
Jay-Z's asking for the link.
Oh, the link. I haven't pinned the link today, I think. I'll pin this one. There's the link. Whoops.
Anyway,
lady, you good?
All right, Jay, Andrew, sorry. Andrew J, I meant. I went backwards then, Jay, Andrew. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, so.
You're a lot more coherent nowadays. You've definitely cut down on the booze, haven't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Snowy asked earlier how you was, and I said I hadn't spoken to you since Friday, but you seemed all right then. But it's ups and downs, and it always is. Like it's,
Been in bed the last 3 days.
yeah, you're gonna have the downs with the ups, and it's and there's a lot of illness going around at the moment. My computer. Hold on, Jay. I've got you there, Jay. I've got to pull up my brand thing.
Hello, Matrix.
You're in, Jay. I got you. You're muted, though, Jay. But he is authenticated, so.
Daisy, you're on mute.
Yeah, he's muted himself.
Hello, Ellen.
Yo, bro.
Yeah.
What's up, Jay? What's going on, fella?
Right,
Yeah.
mate?
Yeah, good. Good, apart from the car fiasco.
Did someone
yeah,
have to
good.
jump off today for me to come on?
No, I got spots for 10, I have. No, Snowy's
sick.
signals in and out, and if it gets too bad, he'll just jump off, or if he's pulling into a drop off in his truck, he'll just knock it off.
What are you drinking? White Lightning, Shady?
Yeah, that's all I've got.
Oh, my God.
It's from yesterday, so I'm doing all right. Yeah, well, no, it's from yesterday, isn't it?
Andy,
I don't want it to go off.
Good, Jay.
I don't want it to go off.
So,
No,
good.
Always,
I'll buy some more booze later on and fall asleep.
Right.
Until tomorrow.
Good.
Yeah, you need to let people know about that dealership, bro.
Yeah, I think I will.
Imagine a young person, or it don't matter what person, like someone buys a car and it all goes wrong, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I fucking
That's good.
yeah,
Good.
I did send them a stern email, letting them know that I knew that it was a fucking dodgy MOT for one.
I mean, they give you money back quite easily. Most dealerships don't, do they?
No, and I explained to the salesman that sold it to me, I explained to him that my car had fucking died. I needed a car more for my missus than me because she's fucking disabled. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'll walk the dogs from the house.
And that's what they sell you.
And he still fucking sold me it, knowing the problems it had, knowing that it had been.
You need to back that up on the internet, bro.
Yeah, I will do. I think I've been sort of holding back because I'm not really.
I know what you're saying, bro. I'm not like that
that's
either,
nasty.
bro. But imagine something was to go badly wrong because someone bought one of their shit heaps.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to see a family in a bad accident or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but my nephew bought one 20 years ago. He bought a Ford Sierra. Do you remember them? My nephew's like driving around 2 litres. Look at the speed of this. And because he was into RC aeroplanes, we went down there Sunday. The lads went, something wrong about this. Opened the bonnet. And the bonnet went up. It's not 2 litres, it's a 1600. It's had its engine replaced. Why has he got a Fiat air filter on it? Fiat. And he just went, it's not even connected. And then they went inside and went, you see those 4 holes? That's where the microphone was fucking connected. It's a fucking old taxi. It's a shit heap. He'd been ripped off. So they took it back and then they obviously got the car back.
Yeah.
But it was funny. It was funny. My nephew's going, oh, feel the speed of this. It's 2 litres. It's 2 litres. Yeah. Look at the power. And he finds out it's a 1600.
Yeah.
Wow. I went to ragging the granny out of it.
Yeah.
That was London.
I looked at Skoda the other day. Or the other week, I should say. I went to have a look at a Skoda, and it turned out that the dealership, nearly every car in there was an ex-taxi. And they fucking take photos and filter them so they look all shiny. Me and my missus went in there and she said, oh, that's a nice one. There's not too many scratches. I said, it's got fucking 4 holes on the boot. I said, what do you think was there? She said, well, I don't know. I said, fucking taxi plate. I said, they won't tell you they're ex-taxis. You've got to fucking find out for yourself. Like you said, Shady, a couple of little holes in the dash, and you know that there's been a radio.
It's the olden days. In the olden days when they had the radios. Hello, yeah, I'll take that one. And yeah, the lads worked that out straight away. Then they took the piss out of him, and somebody actually had the magnetic taxi. They had those magnetic, even 20 years ago, had the magnetic things going taxi. Stuck it on his car and went, look, that's what your car is.
Pop hammers,
and
jump up, bro.
Fucking hilariously funny. I had 2 ups. Oh shit, no, 2 ups is here. I've got to put this down because it says I'm chain smoking it.
Yeah, that's right, Sean Wayne. Fucking aerial holes or a big fucking patch on the roof where the fucking lacquer's gone, where they've had a magnet or a suction cup on it.
The old car game was fucking a money pit, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
You can't really come out of it winning. It's very rare you come out of it winning.
No. Well, I was lucky with my last car. It was a Citroen Picasso 1600, and the bloke who I had it off had it from auction up country, and I only had 80,000 on it. And I, over 3 years, all I really bought was fucking 4 tyres for it. And I had to have a steering pump changed, and the steering pump cost me a tenner, and to have it changed cost me fucking 20. So that's all I spent on the car in 3 years, really, apart from MOTs.
You got to take the rough and the smooth, then, bro.
Yeah, so I was a bit gutted when it fucking broke down, but you know, I think the timing belt had gone. I was told it sounds like the alternator, the way it died, and then I tried starting it the more of the afternoon that the scrappy came for it, and my mate came past who's a mechanic, and he said the fucking timing belt slipped on there. Yeah, you know, wouldn't have none of it. So, but yeah, bit gutted about the other one, but you know, what can I do? All I can do is really name and shame. I didn't have a big rant and rave in there or anything because that would have just.
I know what you're saying about, like, you're not that type of guy to sit there naming and shaming, bro. But when it comes to cars and shit like that, bro, you have to really, because
I'm gonna have to with that. I'm gonna have a look.
Yeah, like other people, it's not nice, man. It's not nice.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have a look after I
understand everyone needs to make a buck, bro, but they don't need to put their lives in danger and shit, bro.
Yeah. I'll have a little look now and see if
what's it called?
They put the car back on fucking. If they put the car back on the site when I come off here, I'm definitely.
What's it called, Ministry?
Chris Waite Car Sales. Yeah, it's in Blackwood. Yeah. I'm on their page now, so I'm going to go into their page and have a look.
Yeah, I'm on it as well. Pre-owned car stock, yeah.
Yeah.
What car was it?
Kia Carens. If you do low to high, it should be. If they've put it back up, it should be the first one. No, they haven't put it back up yet.
No, they haven't. It's not up there now.
Not yet.
It's just 3 Kias.
Honda Civic. Yeah. Yeah, I think I cost them a customer today anyway, because I fucking pulled in like a maniac and dropped it just right in the middle of their forecourt, left it there. And there was a couple fucking looking at a car. They were looking at a Ford Cougar. Oops. And the Ford Cougar was something like 12 grand. And they could see me walking down the forecourt, obviously fucking gruff-faced. And the woman made direct eye contact with me. And you know, the salesman had his back to me, and the woman was with her husband, and she looked me straight in the eye. And then she looked me straight in the eye. I was just walking down, shaking my head and pointing back at the car like this. And they stayed for about 2 minutes, turned around and fucking walked away. So
my brother got a Ford Cougar, yeah, from up in Southend. He got a Ford Cougar. He got it back within a week. The clutch had gone, yeah. So he phoned them up. And to be fair, they said to him, drive it back up and we'll pay for the clutch and all of that. We'll do it all for you. You can get some all right people, don't get me wrong, innit? I ain't gonna lie, you can. Like, for them to say that, yeah, go and drive it back up. Actually, they even said to him as well, we'll cover your fuel. Just drive it back up. We'll cover your fuel and we'll put a new clutch in it. And sweet. So you can get some nice people, innit? Like, that are willing to help you if your car does go wrong. Like, so...
Well, they
But
did
there is a
offer to
lot.
take it into their garage and have a look at it, but I wasn't having any of it because it's obvious that the
Yeah,
block
but they
was
sold
fucking
it to you like
split.
that with a clutch going. Look, like
Yeah, the block
it's
was
one of
split.
them. A
All the
clutch
water
in it. It's
pumps,
one of them.
Yeah.
Yes,
Afternoon,
Bear.
Fiery.
What's happening,
Afternoon,
lad?
Bear.
Blatantly
Bear,
tried,
Afternoon.
Bear,
try to
what
rip
happened
you
the
off,
other night,
innit?
bro?
Big
They
up,
did try and
BBA.
rip me off, Andrew. That's exactly what they knew what they were fucking doing.
Yeah.
It was just a blatant rip off. So I think, like Jay said and like Boss said, I've named them on here, but I'm gonna leave a review on their Google, and that way they'll be able to see how many views I've had of my reviews as well. And obviously,
Yes,
my
drive
fucking
it to the moon.
YouTube's linked to it as well, so they'll know that I've got
Bear,
YouTube channel.
jump on. I need to talk to you, bro.
Yeah. It's like what you said. Like if your daughter or left the kid in a car with the fucking engine running or whatever. What the fuck, man? Cheeky as fuck.
Car talk, come
Big
out.
up, Purple. Not too much car talk, Purple.
It's not the
Just
fact
moaning
when
about
you're
my car.
driving. When you're driving, you're getting that fumes. When you're driving, never mind parked with the engine on.
Yeah.
When you're driving, you're getting that shit.
Well,
Imagine somebody in the background. If somebody's got, can
it's
smoke?
got a little baby in the back, innit? In the back.
Boom.
That's what I mean. A family could have bought that car.
Yeah. Well, they were washing it, so I presume, and they had the bonnet up. So whether they're going to botch it up again, but they were definitely washing it and cleaning the engine bay out again. Because obviously, when I tested it, I stopped a mile up the road, opened the bonnet, and went right round the car, and it was clean as fuck. Under the engine bay was fucking mint.
It's mad what a bit of water could do, innit?
And then when I realised that there was a water leak and I put fucking water in it, obviously I opened the bonnet then later on to put more water in, and there was fucking orange dots everywhere where this fucking orange water's been spraying around. So they had actually taken the time to jet wash the engine bay out before I went to look at it.
Make it look cleaner.
Wonder how much money that jet wash has made them.
Yeah, I bet. Fucking yeah.
They probably paid 100 quid for the jet wash. It's probably made them thousands, mate.
Yeah. If you guys don't mind, I'm just going to jump out for 2 seconds. My missus is just off out, so I'm going to say goodbye to her a minute, and I'll be back now. 2 seconds.
Go on, bro.
Go for it.
Bear, the other night, bro. What happened, man? Seriously, with me and Gypsy Dave ended up talking for about an extra 45 minutes after that. In the background on StreamYard, bro.
Didn't you used to have that picture, Shady?
Pardon?
Didn't you used to have that picture?
No, I didn't. I never had a dog like that. My sister did. My sister really had a dog like that.
Fucking look at the state of that dog, bro.
20 years old. 20 years old. They were 18 years old, I believe. And it just used to go, it was blind, it used to go around in a circle. And it was like ultimate cruelty. And it was a Yorkshire Terrier, no hair. It looked exactly like that. I always remember that. But it still had senses, it could still smell people. But it obviously had a brain injury because it just went around in a circle. And then when they went to work, they'd put a little compound pillars because it bumped into everything. But yeah, I don't have pets because it's hard to let go of them. Isn't it? It should have been euthanized, to be honest with you. But it did look like that.
That one, the log one.
How you been, Andrew, bro?
Oh, I've been in bed the last 3 days, mate.
Fucking loving that rest, yeah?
A little bit.
I was on the panel last night. Bear was doing that mad fucking audit. He's crazy, that guy. Bear is off his head, bro.
Yeah, I watched a couple. I watched his premiere. Was it the fucking the Palestinians? Is it? Or?
Yeah, bro. What down? Yeah. Down there, yeah.
Yeah.
Some mad people down there, mate. We was on the panel, and then next thing you know, bosh, the live just ended. Like, it was crazy. Right. It was crazy, man. I ain't spoken to him since. That's why I'm trying to ask him what happened to that.
All right.
Them guards that were down there are mad, mate.
Yeah, I seen fucking.
Man They weren't normal.
I could ask BBA to come on because he's my biggest fan. BBA, you're my biggest fan. Why don't you come on the panel? You know what I'm saying?
Do you and Bear get on? Yeah.
Yeah, of course we do.
Yeah.
He's my biggest fan. Apart from Andrew. He's Andrew's biggest fan. Let's not talk. Let's not nitpick. He likes a lot of people. BBA does, but
Yeah,
I'm
he's a good lad there.
I'm definitely on the top 10 list. Same as Andrew. Andrew's obviously higher up on the list, but I'm definitely on the top 10 list. Okay, I'm on the top 20 list.
Sorry about that, chaps.
Shady, you're like Marmite, innit? You either love or hate you, innit?
Yeah, it is my YouTube persona.
That's fair play, but I'll just give it my opinion, innit? That's all.
Yeah, as long as you don't know what I'm really like in real life, don't give a
That's
shit.
it. I should be hating,
I'm a fucking
innit?
puppy dog. I'm not saying I helped a blind man walk down the road. I helped a blind man walk down the road, and we did pass. It was right next to the chip shop which he wanted to go to, and I thought he might. I was tempted to go with a laundrette with all the steam and stuff, and go, oh, here's the chip shop. I was tempted, but I actually said, this is a chip shop. I am an.
Oh, he's going to take you to the wrong place.
It's a bit weird.
Afternoon, Susan.
He might look. You're blind. You can smell a fucking fish and chip shop 100 yards.
I'll go you, Bear.
Fact.
I'll Bear.
Yeah, it's been...
Bear, man. You're back.
Like the BBA.
Yo, mate.
I'm back, man. I survived, bro. I don't know what happened to that live, bro. It just cut out.
Yeah.
Nah, my whole of my phone just went fucking wappy, bro.
Yeah,
And I looked at
Dave
Chris.
locked it all off, bro.
Huh?
Dave reckons they locked that all off, bro. Me and Dave was talking for about 45 minutes after in the background on StreamYard, yeah.
It just, my phone went all wappy, bro. It just went all fucking scatty. And I looked at it and was like, I said, that's just not my fucking live off. I went back to it and the live had ended. It hadn't been taken down. It was there, but it would just, it weren't no longer going. I was like, what the fuck?
Because you know that token, he tried getting you on Discord or something. He tried getting you on anyway. He had to let you know that you could jump back into the StreamYard because we're still in it, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
But I think he had to add you as a friend or something and all that. So
Yeah, I haven't even been on Discord. I wouldn't have
what
seen
happened
anyway.
that night, bro? Did anything go on?
Nah, those geezers come. Those geezers come, but you heard most
Yeah,
of
I
that.
see that. Yeah. What about
And then,
nothing else, no?
Nothing until the morning, man. Like I managed to get like about half hour's kit parked outside. About half hour, and they're fucking bro. They was on top of the fucking roof. Like shining fucking the light and that, so that no one could get no sleep. I said to you, didn't I? That's like military fucking tactics straight away. Sleep deprivation, that is, mate. And then by the morning, mate, fucking it all kicked off. Old Bill ended up coming. You know, I told you they stole their banners.
Yeah.
When I got there, can you remember me saying when I got there, I caught them caught them red-handed. Yeah, fucking. I didn't realise that they'd actually been into the camp as well and stole like all their food and shit, mate. All the they took all their they got like their food in plastic containers, big one storage container things. So they had like on the top one they had tea, coffee. That was missing. The only ones they left were like the ones like, for instance, people would like the perishables, things that are not going to last. Everything else they took, So when the police turned up, bro, I'm like, I knew, right? I was just like, I weren't having it. I'm like, listen, you can go check that skip, can't you? I was like, go check that skip in there. And I don't know why, but I had a feeling, bro, they've just chucked it in that skip. Because I kept hearing a load of banging in the night. Like something was being fucking thrown in a bin or whatever.
Loud bang.
Yeah, bro. Remember that?
Yeah.
Can you remember that? Yeah. So anyway, the police fucking went and checked this skip. They couldn't see nothing. They checked the bins. And I was like, all right, sound. At least you checked, man. You're actually... These two coppers were being sound. I've just put a short up of them as well, showing that they were being sound. And I don't know what happened for them to go back and check again, but the copper come back to me and went, you're right, we found them. I went, what? He went, they're in the skip. So I followed him back round and he's pulling one of these fucking boxes out the skip. He said, I can't get to the other two, though, because they've stuck loads of rubble on them. So, yeah, mate, the fucking security are playing games with them, like stealing their food and fucking sabotaging their camp.
What did the police
come?
say
Then
about
there's some woman also, like, from the camp. She wanted the shit back, yeah? And, like, they were like, we didn't have it. We've, like, changed shift and that. We weren't on last night. And so, like, she blocked herself in the gate, man, and they start, like, trying to fucking, like, close the gate on her, ram the gate into her. I'm like, bro. In the end, one of them, and this weren't on camera, bro, because fucking I got woken up. But some fucking big ass, one of the meaty ones, yeah, come past in a car. Then he's fucking reversed back, pulled his window down. He's like, "Oi, what are you doing?" I was like, "You are?" He's like, "Are you security for them?" And I'm like, "Nah, bro. I'm just watching over." Like, "Nah, I'm not like security." He was like, "Are you an auditor?" And I didn't want to give him too much, so I was just like, "Nah, bro, I'm not an auditor." He's like, "So what are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm just there reporting on a story, mate." And he was like, "Listen, yeah." He was like, "The reason we don't talk to you and that is because you'll twist things and what we say and that." I was like, "Bro, I never do that, mate. Whatever you say on my camera gets put out." And he was saying some shit anyway, man. And then his mates come walking out of the compound, and he's walked up, and I said, "Are you? Come on!" I said, "Are you guys ex-military or is?" And they confirmed that they were special forces and that, and also he's and we're all trained kickboxers and boxers and cage fight. All right, mate, pipe down. You know what I mean? Calm down, lad.
There's something else in that.
Bro, there's something going on. I don't want to give away too much, but what I do know is there's an ex-police officer from Staffordshire Police, and he's the one that's apparently behind putting this fucking security team together.
What? So when the police turn up, do they really do much?
Yeah, mate, I managed to get them. I got messages and that from them afterwards, saying like, "Thank you for coming down," and that. I managed to get police to stay 24/7. They've got 24/7 police round the clock down there at the minute. I fucking proper applied pressure on them and that. I was like, "Look," I said, and they were like, "Look, we'll stick around." He said, "And we'll see if we can get a unit on tonight." My mate Chris, he's come back today, and he was like, "Oh, I just drove past there and that on the way in to you," and he was like, "They've still got police there, so they've clearly stuck to their word."
Yeah, that's sweet.
So I proved it, bro. I was saying to police, like, you lot are showing nothing, man. No, like, they're thugs. I was like, and these lot have like, clearly been trying to tell you this for like weeks, yeah, and you've not, or at least days, and you've not been listening. I was like, and now the fact that I've got you to check that skip, and you've checked it, and you've found that they've stole their shit. I was like, surely now a few other things are starting to add up, yeah? And he was like, well, with them stopping you and in like making the threat of we're X this and we're X that, he turned and said that's the reason why we're going to have to fucking put 24 around the clock. So yeah, it was crazy, man. Crazy as fuck. But I'm in contact with some of them, so I'm going to keep going over there and keep reporting on it and doing updates on it.
Do you think ex-Special Forces, SAS, are going to do a fucking menial security job? So therefore it's shit. Ex-Special Forces. That's the SAS.
Shady, bro. I'll tell you what, get out of the trade and come and have a look, mate. They're ex-Special Forces, mate. I can tell you that now. The way they fucking move, the way they're fucking all dressed up, the way they don't respond to you. Believe you me, mate, they're not chatting shit. They're ex-military, mate.
They employ ex-military. Marines, Royal Marines and Royal Commandos or Parachute Regiment, you don't fuck load people. But they're not SAS, which is Special Forces.
People fucking surveilling the fucking roofs and shit, bro. It was crazy.
I reckon there's something else in there. If they're saying they're cage fighters, boxers, and all that, yeah, listen, there's something else in there that's more on the street. Trust me, I promise you.
Ex-military, proper ex-military to be using tactics like that. No doubt about that.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Even when I caught the way they managed to sneak around that camp. If you see where the tents are situated to where the food and that is, yeah, and the fact that they didn't manage to wait I'm telling you now, you're good at being quiet. You know, there was more than one man there going through that camp as well. We caught 2. And then that's how we caught them. They ran over. They kind of like, well, they didn't run, mate. You wanted to see the way they were kind of like almost semi-crouching as they're walking across the road, taking these fucking banners off. And like I say, you can just tell, man. Tell straight away. They ain't no normal security, bro.
No,
Definitely not.
No. Boss's spot on there with the there's a lot of special forces that, in the area. The SAS base is in Herefordshire, and I know for at least one ex-SAS. He's an old man now, but he lives up the road from me. And a guy who lives just over the back from me. He's a small guy, so he was like para, special, a tunnel rat, if you like. I don't think they call them that anymore. But he tried out for SAS 3 times. He was selected to try out and failed on the fitness.
Crazy.
Yeah, this area is fucking crawling with special. Like Boss said, especially Herefordshire and Staffordshire area, Shropshire.
My old neighbour.
He said, "Ready up."
My old neighbour. He was an ex-Royal Marine, and he was only like 5'5", 5'6". Ex-Royal Marine. He went to the Falklands, so you can imagine what he's done from the Falklands onwards. And I tell you now, he'd knock a fucking six foot guy down. One punch is down. Wasn't afraid of anything. And then, like, for charity, just went, "Oh, is this for charity?" He went home, got his fucking thing, all the ropes, and went on this 5-story building and just fucking abseiled down for charity. He was crazy. Then we went in the pub, obviously drinking, and his mate went, "How you doing, bro?" Blah, 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 blah. And his mate ex-Royal Marine, couldn't cope with civilian life, so he joined the French Foreign Legion. And my mate, John, I wouldn't fuck with him. He went, "Shit, don't fuck this guy. He's fucking crazy." That's why he joined the French Foreign Legion.
Yeah.
They're made of fucking
protests and things. They won't employ your everyday fucking pub door staff to manage a protest or anything because they haven't got the fucking skill set. They're more likely to antagonize a situation than calm it down. Your normal pub or nightclub security. These guys will be getting a good fucking wage.
These security, mate, I believe they never used to be there. They never used to be there. And I'll run a live, but it'll either be tonight or tomorrow at some point, and I'll show you some shit, mate, and you'll probably see then. You'll be like, yeah, that makes sense that they have got that kind of people on. Because, at the end of the day, it's a protest, mate. And during the period that they've been protesting, and this has been over a period of years now, the camp hasn't been there years, but believe you me, this isn't the first time that site's been targeted. Yeah. And some shit's gone down there, mate. It's not always quiet and peaceful. So I found pictures and stuff of like a few years ago to now. There's modifications and stuff that have been made to that building. Nothing like over the top, but there have been things that have been put in place. And I believe one of the things that they've put in place is that fucking that security, the type of security they've now got there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a crazy one. Harsh they will be, because you don't expect that. A protest, them sort of tactics. All they're doing is trying to force people to think, well, do I really want to fucking be here? Like,
they're chipping away at them. Like I said to the coppers, right? We have a right to protest in this country and do forms of activism, right? And actually, if you look at the police's job, regardless of how they conduct themselves, the police's job is actually to facilitate the protesters, believe it or not. Yeah. That's what the police are there for. But to obviously keep it all in order, their main objective is actually to facilitate those campaigning.
You have to be in the middle. You have to be neutral. Police have to be neutral. you take both sides, but be neutral at all times. And they're very rare. That neutral. They always take the side of the business.
You know, it is supposed to be protect and serve, and they are still members of the public. So, you know, it's, you know, the military tactics. You can see that they're, you know,
it makes you wonder why are they paying at least they're paying 3 times the wages for these so-called security guards. Why are they paying at least 3 times the wages? You know, there's got to be something dodgy going on to pay that much for security.
But even things like, it was so annoying, man, the amount of times I was trying to get some fucking kit, man, and they just kept shining their fucking torch from the roof into the car. Yeah. I'm like, you're a bunch of bastards, man. And I know for a fact, the 2 people that we were approached by that were trying to, like, I don't know, there was just something a bit weird about it, mate, which is why I fucking didn't really engage with the guy too much. Yeah, there was something, because as soon as they left us, they walked straight over to that fence. Security, when they first turned up and started talking to us, security came out of their little cabins and walked up to the fence anyway. So it was like they knew that they were coming, right? Yeah. So while we're being approached by these 2 people, they just stood there watching as they have been all night, fucking just stood there staring at you. As soon as they've left us, these 2 guys have walked over to the fence, fist pumped like fucking security, and stood there talking to them like they know them, mate. Like, yeah. You know, maybe even if it is a local, it's someone that's clearly gone and had a conversation with them and probably sided with security. So I very much feel like they were called that night. There's no way where that's situated, mate. Someone's walking at that early hour of the morning, both 2 men. You know, it's just not, even a pub wouldn't have been open at that time, mate.
They BBA, you know those torches they use? You know the torches they use? For like, you can get them for like 40, 50 quid. And you just focus the beam and just get one of them and fucking do it back to them. See how they fucking like it.
Oh, Sparky. Yeah, mate.
Well, I wasn't really going to fuck about too much, mate. If you see the size of the bee, you're like, yeah, fuck that, mate. No. Fuck that.
Because those torches have got, if they just change the optics on it, it's a floodlight. It's as good as a car headlights. But if you focus it to a pinpoint, you can blind somebody fucking 100 yards away.
Yeah.
That's what
one of the security, a couple of days ago, I do believe, assaulted 2 females. One of them was punched quite badly in the back of the head and ended up in hospital. Yeah, it's like I say, there's a lot of underhand shit going there. Okay, I get they're protesting and it must be a pain and stuff, but still, man, security, they're there to a degree, right? And then after that, it's kind of out of their jurisdiction to get involved.
Yeah, it's like they're doing security in a foreign country. It's like they're doing security where they're in a foreign country where anything goes to keep the peace. But now they're in England where they don't know those rules, where they just go, oh, we're in wherever country, we can do this, we can do that, to intimidate. It's that mentality, but you're in Britain.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You educate them, BBA. I'll be watching from the sidelines because I'm chicken shit.
Yeah, I'll be watching the premieres.
Yeah, they don't like me, bro. That's for sure.
If I had a tent and all that shit, I'd get on. I'd come down just for a bit of fun, for the crack.
They very much, made sure that when they did interact with me, they let me know that they're all a fucking bunch of trained animals. My brain registered that.
Just don't tell them you're ex-military, because when they find out you're not, they'll fucking rip you apart. It's called fake honour, innit? Never do that. I'll just say, I used to be a sea cadet for almost 2 years. Well, it was 2 years, almost 3. I'll beat the shit out of you bastards. Sea cadets are hard in them days. And they'll just shit themselves.
Yeah, I was an army cadet. I was for a few years.
Yes. That my parents just couldn't control me because I was too good. I was just amazing. So they sent me to the Sea Cadets to get training. And Sea Cadets was the first postal. You know, the first postal, you just put troubled kids on a ship 2-3 miles out the coast so they couldn't escape. And it was discipline. Then it became the Sea Cadets and then Army Cadets, Air Cadets after. But I love the discipline. Going on the bases, being treated like an adult, fucking awesome.
Yo, boy. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a bear.
Yeah.
Crazy times, yeah.
Crazy, bro. Like I say, I'm gonna go back and keep. I'm in touch with a few people there now and stuff. So
I just got a quick one, yeah. Listen, I'm on an iPad, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna ask me about anything technical, bro. I'm the wrong person, but go on.
I've got it on charge, yeah, but where it's saying it's charging. Where I'm on it, it's not. It's not. The charge ain't going up. It's going down.
You're on StreamYards, bro. That's why.
Yeah.
My
phone's starting to get hot on StreamYard.
When I charge my phone, bro, a brand new phone, when I'm on StreamYards, it's slow. It barely charges, mate. To be honest.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? The charge is going back the other way.
I've pinned the real honest truth in the chat, peeps. If you want to go and sub to Bobby, nice fella.
Ooh. Yes, Tim Smith.
Is
what are you doing tonight, Bear? You just what are you doing tonight? You going live tonight, or you just what's it called, a premiere or something?
Yeah, I've got a premiere tonight, and then I don't know. I want to go back over there this evening, to be honest. So like I said, they've had all their fucking food and shit robbed. So I'm gonna see like what I've got fucking basic shit, bro, that I don't really use in the cupboards, and just take it up and give them some fucking food, man. Because that was cuntish what they've done, man. There's some like fucking
good geezer, bro.
Some older people up there. There's some older people up there, and that. Do you know what I mean? So
respect, Bear, respect. Not just auditor, bro. Doing things like that, bro. Respect that, man.
Well, yeah. I also want to go make sure. I mean, I've been told today that they are still there, but I want to go make sure that they fucking got police round the clock, man. Otherwise, I'll be getting in touch with the police, mate, and seeing why they're not there, basically.
Anyway, I'm going to stop taking over Ministry's panel. Sorry, mate.
Oh, you're all right, Jay. That's what it's for. It's an open and free panel for everyone to have a say. So I sit back and let people converse when they're on the panel sometimes, because I don't do that many, do I? So
yeah, no,
yeah, it's nice to just let people freely chat and that, you know.
Well, is that the reason then, lads? Yeah, because the StreamYard's open. Obviously, it takes a lot of.
It uses a lot of resources. It uses a lot.
Yeah, because the iPad's not that old either, man.
Peanut.
Yeah.
Remember Peanuts?
I've noticed StreamYard killing my phone.
Yeah, you remember Peanuts back in the day? Peanuts Harlem. He used to put his phone in the fridge because his phone was overheating because it was on StreamYard.
Yeah, Bobby.
Swear down.
Uses a lot of stuff.
Is there anything you could do on an iPad though? Like, is there like, can you put it on low battery or nothing like that mode? Nah.
You might be able to put on battery saving mode, but I've noticed my
help.
Phone is getting hot as fuck, mine, when I'm using StreamYard. Big up, Snowy.
To be fair, this
basically,
iPad, it's got a case on it as well, so it probably is getting hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Snowy, how you doing? Basically, what you do when you put it on power saver mode, if you've got a dual core, you put it on power saver mode, and it goes on one core. That's how. If you got a quad core, put it on power saver, it halves it to 2 core, and that's how you save.
Can I just have a quick word with Bear?
Yeah, go on, mate. Sorry.
Yeah, mate.
Hey there, Bear.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, well, so I left a comment on one of your videos. I left a comment the other day on one of your videos saying that they weren't getting the rap. But I didn't realise, Bear, how much shit they were getting, so I apologise for that. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I don't need to apologise for nothing, mate.
It's still
Bear
there?
don't never apologise.
No, you don't have to apologise. There's nothing wrong with your comment, mate.
Yeah,
Nothing
but
at all.
they're getting a rap. Yeah, I just thought it was good that they were allowed to protest there without getting harassed by the police. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to get across.
Yeah.
And I had some woman said, "Oh, get a law degree and shit like that," and I thought, well, fucking hell, you know what I mean? That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, no, fucking. It's one of them, mate. It's like, to be honest, again, it's a political issue, right? So you'll have people that will support what they're protesting for, but there will be many that will turn around and have a very negative opinion on Palestine and probably side with the Israelis. So to me, mate, it makes no difference what anyone puts. I'm just there as a neutral party, really.
But
you know.
I've done many of that protest and stuff in the 80s, do you know what I mean? And we were forever getting manhandled by the old bill and shit, do you know what I mean? I've been thrown about by a cop plenty of times at protests and free festivals and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So I know what happened.
This is why it's strange to me, right? Because it's the security they've got. The security are like no security, Snowy, I've ever seen before, mate. Like, and the things that it's like not the police, it's the security that are doing it to them. The police ain't really doing nothing. They are favouring still with the security guards and stuff, right? But they're leaving it. And then I found out doing a bit of digging that the person that put this security team together, the person that runs Elbit Security, like runs the whole of the security up and down the country, he's actually an ex-police officer.
Yeah.
So
they've got something to hide in there, Bear. They've got something to hide.
Yeah, I said that.
There's something fucking going on in that place that they don't want anyone to know about.
100%. That's
yeah.
Bear.
And,
go
ahead.
Go on, Snowy. No, go on, Snowy. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, Bear, did you say that they took all their food and shit?
Yeah, they took. Well, when I got there, right, this is exactly what happened. We got there, we pulled up like quite close, Snowy, but we didn't manage to get detected that I know of. So I said, quick, turn all the lights off, man. We'll just park here and fucking, as long as we can see the camp, they're all sleeping. I said, leave them to sleep. I said, we'll just watch over and make sure nothing untowards happens, right? And we'll also keep an eye on the behaviour of security. About 15, 20 minutes after being there, mate, I watched these two guys like creeping about, and I couldn't work out whether they were security or whether they were some of the protesters, right? So I thought, right, I'll just observe for now. And all of a sudden, these two guys like go like proper like military style, bro. Even in the way they're like walking, like scurrying across this road, they've started pulling all their banners down and all their fucking flags and stuff, right? So at that point, I clocked that actually that's security doing that. So I said to Chris, the guy I was with, I said, right, drive up the road. So I drove up and stopped him like fucking. I said to him, look, give them their banners back. We ain't got their banners. I said, mate, I've just seen you take them, yeah? I said, you've got their banners. We ain't got their banners. He walks off. It wasn't until 6 o'clock yesterday morning, as the campers started waking up, they realised that fucking they'd taken about 3 or 4 containers. They'd taken the non-perishables. They took the tea and coffee. They took all the vital things off them and left them with all the things that would go out a day or they didn't really need. Also, that night, they kept on shining the torch into their tents. Also, were shining the torch into our car. It's like as if they were like, I don't know, maybe they're trying to cause a bit of sleep deprivation for the protesters, you know?
That gazebo, sorry, just one second. That gazebo looked like it was well kitted out with food and stuff here, didn't it?
Yeah, it's got loads, mate. But apparently they've really started fucking messing around with the camp on a night now. And it was, like I say, the first time they've managed to pinpoint the fact that they've actually done it and prove that they've done it.
What's the protest about there? What's it about?
So, for anyone that doesn't know, there's a company called Elbit Systems UK Limited, and Elbit make a lot of drones. Like, you know, we're not talking like the drones that us auditors take out. We're talking military drones, yeah. And these drones are being used in order to kill people in Palestine. Most of the killings, like I've done my own research as well, but most of the killings that are happening over there now, they're not even really happening by ground on either side. It's all being done by drones. So they're there protesting against the fact that they're manufacturing the motors for these drones. They did protest for one. There was one in Oldham. There was one in Oldham, and they protested for 5 years there. And in my opinion, probably not a good idea for Elbit themselves, but they actually managed to get them to close one site down. Maybe they feel that they're onto something now and they're going to go and target all the rest. I don't know. But as I say, it's a political thing that I don't know all that much about. And some people will agree with what they're protesting for, and some will turn around and side with the Israelis. So it's one of those things, Mark. I'm only there.
What I understand about that region is, you know, after the Second World War, we some guy, I forgot his name, decided to bring Israel into play and put all these. And if you look at the map of Palestine to what it was 40 years ago, they basically...
I have it. I can show it you right now.
They've been pushed into the sea.
Some will say they've been at war for centuries, but the truth of the matter is it's only about 100 years.
Yeah. Well, they basically lived in... They was quite... you know, it was basically just they've been pushed into the sea by the Israelis. And what makes me laugh with the Israelis, they promote open borders all around the world, apart from their own. And I've got to laugh the way... Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's disgusting, Mark, the way that they treat the Palestinians.
You got to work
yes, Jay-Z, bro. What, bro?
Fuck this from here. Did the police know that protest was happening there before you found it?
Say that again, mate. Did the police know what?
Like, before you come across them people there, yeah?
Yeah.
Did the police know like there was a protest going on in that little village?
Of course, bro. It's been going on for years. They've only been there 3 weeks. This is clearly a new strategy by the protesters. Yeah. They've been protesting here for years. They've done rooftop protests on the place. They've tipped paint all over the place. They've done loads, mate.
Yeah, just out of curiosity, I wanted to know if they knew about that one in the village.
But here's a picture. Here's a picture of what Mark's on about. Palestine 1947, yeah? To present. That's what it was like in 1947. In my video tonight, I actually show you the date. It's dated above each one. So you can see the period in which this happens. And let me tell you, from that being the territory that Palestinians had to that, only took a couple of years, if I remember rightly. It wasn't a lot, and that's literally what's left of the Palestinian territory now.
Yeah, and it's, you know what I always say on this one is, I don't know about what history people have learnt, but if you actually look at it, what happened to them in World War II. They're doing exactly to another people, so I just don't get that.
Is that what's happened to the country?
No, to what happened to the Jews in World War II, they're exactly...
Is what they're doing. Exactly the same thing.
Yeah, the Israelis are buying up all of Palestine, isn't they? They're trying to take it over. And you've got to be careful how
Not
you
buying
say
it.
it.
Not buying it. Stealing it.
And we've
Oh,
got
they buy-
Elbit
they-
systems.
They buy as well. They buy properties. Do you know what I mean? To intimidate the
Yeah.
Palestinians. I've watched some YouTube about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't
Yeah.
caught
Anyway,
up on
Bear,
this.
I've really got to go, Bear. Do you want me to send you some money so you can get them some coffee and sugar and shit? I can do that.
It's up to you, mate. Like I say, I'm hoping to try and get over there tonight. I've had a little raid through my cupboards, and it's nothing special, but it's just, like things that probably only sit there for a little while longer if I don't use it.
There won't be a lot. I've not got a lot in the bank. I've got cash. If you live next door, I could bung you some cash. I've got a load of
That's
cash
cool,
at home.
mate. It's all
I've got
good.
a load in my bank. But I'll send you something via PayPal when I get home. And just buy some
No worries,
coffee and
mate.
sugar and some long life milk or something for them.
Yeah, that's it. Just get them things, like I say. Yeah, I appreciate that, mate. Like I say, I would have. Like I say, I've got a little bit here, mate. So you don't feel like you have to. Do you know what I mean?
No, at least them a bit, because it is a good cause, and I know what they're going through. If I had more time on my hands, I'd be there.
I'd like to try and get. This is something that isn't going anywhere. The people are coming and taking. I know that there's people coming from Manchester today, and they're stopping the night tonight. I'm actually in a group with some of them now, so they're kind of able to communicate with them, as into what's going on there and things. People are coming from all over the country. People when I got there that day, even though it's a small protest and there's not many there each day, there are a lot of people involved that keep swapping, coming up. Obviously, a lot of people work, so they're trying to do it around work. The guy that I had the interview with in my video last, he lives in Manchester and he works, so he's had to go home. He like I said, he can't stop his life for a protest. So they're all kind of mucking in. But like he said, he would like to try and get more numbers down there, even if they're not there, to stay. Even if it was during the day, a nice number could turn up and show support. So, like I said, I'm going to see what I can do, and I'm going to keep going over there and reporting every couple of days. I can't get over there every day, but I've got shit going on here and that. I'm trying to do a bit of ground.
I'll do that, Bear. I'll do that, but buy some tea bags and coffee and shit, all right? I'll send you some. All right,
No
mate?
worries, mate. Thanks very much.
All right,
Cheers,
I've
bro.
got to go. I've got a meeting with
All right, mate. No worries, pal.
Yeah,
easy, mate.
Bye,
Hang on.
mate.
I'm going to jump off as well, but listen,
Take care, bro.
what you said about the security there, they're going to have ex-military and all that sort of style security. If it's
Bro, they're like nothing I've ever seen, bro. They don't wear body cams. They don't show their faces. They're willing, some of them, to wear vests that say security on them, a couple of them, but they're not standout. You're not really going to know. Like I say, it's just no security I've ever seen before.
Yeah,
And just some of the tactics they played the other night. It's nothing obvious to even you guys as viewers. You would genuinely have to go there and spend some time just to see how they're acting. But it's crazy, mate. Like I say, they literally wouldn't let me get any sleep. Every time I got in the car and I was going to fucking get my head down, they weren't doing it straight away. And then I'd close my eyes, man, and about 5 minutes later, bang, big massive light in the car and that. I'm like, bastards. And then I'd watch them and they'd do exactly the same thing with the tents. They just had two of them with torches stood there shining them on these tents.
They're going to know all the military tactics to dishearten you, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're certainly trying to, anyway.
Do you reckon they shut your phone down?
Well, I didn't shut it down and my phone went whappy. I'm not saying that's what happened. Maybe my phone just went on a funny one, but
It's like that video.
it was weird. My whole phone just flashed a couple of times.
Yeah,
And-
some sort of scrambler.
It's like Derby.
Listen, if it's military,
Was it DJ Audit?
no problem, mate.
Was it DJ Audit? DJ Audit. Was it DJ Audits that came to Derby and he went on Rainsway, I believe, and they actually make submarine nuclear engines, which is military.
Well, DJ's actually been to one of these. I didn't realise until DJ commented on my video, but I don't know where it was.
But BBA, the police that turned up was military police because they made
That's different,
engines.
shade, yeah.
No, What I'm trying to say is this company has got ex-military, like you said, to make engines for drones, which is military. That's why you've got the high security there, because military stuff.
Anyway, listen, I'm going to jump.
Yeah, no worries, man. Respect, bro.
See you later,
Just going on,
guys.
Mark.
Take care, Mark.
Anyway, we're probably boring everyone with the security talk now, so
Yeah, let's talk about me.
let's talk about children or ministry. Nah, I'm going to jump off soon anyway. I've got fucking shit to do, man. I'm trying to set myself this new little task of not being on lives too much, so.
Yeah.
But I'm always going to turn up on yours, ministry. It was too tempting, mate.
I'm not going to kick the arse out of it today. I'm going to sort of call it in about 25 minutes on sort of 3-hour mark.
Yeah, allegedly, I need some alcohol, but it is what it is.
Get down the shop then, boy.
No, it's open till 11 or 12. I just can't go take camera. I've got so much videos on this, I just can't be able to fucking upload. I need to fucking get away and just at least go through it and get some decent stuff that's going to make people laugh. And get down to
I did a school run today, there.
Pardon?
You got to do the school run today, boss.
Always, bro.
Yeah, I ain't got to do it. My little girl was at school, man.
Always. Well, not always, but yeah, I have today.
I was trying to talk to you and Dave the other night, man. My little girl was sick. Oh, it's long.
Yeah, there's been loads of bugs going around here. People are starting to get the colds and flus now. As soon as the temperature changes, out come the fucking bugs.
Oh, my sister's got COVID and she's pregnant, man.
Oh, no way.
I didn't know as well yet. Did you know that, Puma? Puma is the main sponsor of the Israeli Football Association, the IFA, and which includes teams in Israel's illegal settlements of the occupied Palestinian land. So you could say that fucking Puma also are kind of like fucking involved with some fucking dodgy shit.
I know that.
Go on, Strady.
My ex-wife is Lebanese. She was born in Beirut, and there's a part of it Lebanon borders on Israel, and Israel 50 years ago stole land from Lebanon, and the United Nations said you have to give that back, give the land back, and guess what? Israel never gave that land back. They didn't buy it, they stole it fucking 40, 50 years ago. That's Israel, in my opinion. They don't buy a lot of it, they steal it with bulldozers and executors. We're victims from World War II. These Arabs, they want to kill us. We need to expand our borders to get more people here to be safe. And that is what they're doing. They're not buying it all, they're stealing a lot of it and getting away with it. The world lets them get away with it.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I don't know how they get away with it because there's that many videos out there of them forcibly removing Palestinian Arabs and Israeli Arabs off their own fucking land and into a van and on the fucking road.
Palestinians are Arabs.
Yeah.
I think Palestinians are Arabs. They are Arabs. And they had the land. Palestinians had the land for thousands of years. So how come they're not entitled to their own land?
Yeah, they're taking land off Israeli Arabs as well.
And they're getting away with it. America, Europe, everybody backs them up.
Yeah.
I saw it where it was 20 years ago. It was on YouTube. My ex-wife turned around and said, "You got to watch this. This is Israeli soldier against a Palestinian father with his son, and there was a French photographer filming it. Didn't realise, because it was like 20 years ago, this was like live stream. Wasn't recorded. Soldier thought it was recorded, but it wasn't. It was live. And the guy was shooting at the Palestinian father and the son, hiding behind a brick wall. I think he killed the father, then realised there's a French photographer filming, shot him dead, not realising that it was a live stream. And I watched that video, and they get away with it. And then they go, "Oh, you shot somebody. Yeah, don't worry about it. You did your job." And the soldiers get away with murder. And that was 20 years ago. Hopefully it's changed now, but they literally could do that. I saw the video. It's horrific. The way they just went boom, 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 and just shot. I don't know if the kid got shot. It was like a 10-year-old kid. Father, all he was trying to do was protect his son against a soldier shooting at him. And then the father got shot. It's hard to explain. I think the father was behind one of those roadblock things, concrete blocks. He was behind one of them. The son was in the street. The father went out, grabbed the son to get in protection. I think he got shot then and stuff like that. How you doing, Nutter? I watched the video, and then they realised somebody's filming and shot the French photographer. Yeah. Shot him dead. But it was a live stream. They get away with it. Yeah. It's unbelievable.
Well, it's
America. They've got America. They've got the rest of the world back in Israel.
I think,
if you're Christian, you got Mecca for Muslims, and we've got Bethlehem, which is in Israel. So Christians will back them up.
It's cultural genocide on a small scale. They're slowly wiping them out as a people.
Yeah.
Like you said, they've encircled them now. The Israelis have encircled them now. So it's actually it's just a slow process now of slowly trying to subdue them, isn't it? It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
All because their book says so, that they live there or they historically live there. It's fucking bullshit. It was always historically multicultural because it was the hub of trade. The Silk Road ran through it. So, even in them days, fucking people were trying to really control it for that.
It's like, this is 20 years ago. I call it Moon. Moon, that was the nickname, Moon. She turned around and says, "We've got a Palestinian refugee camp, and the world wants us to give them Lebanon to give them status." And the government went, "No, because then it's going to be an influx. So we will look after them, but we won't give them Lebanese status," which the world wants it to happen, because it's the world, America, going, "Well, you got status, go to Lebanon," then all the Palestinians move there for safety.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then she turned around and said, "We've got Hezbollah, which is terrorized. It is like it's an organization that will go to fucking Israel or whatever and do their thing.
Yeah.
It's like a side army of Lebanon.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And they are like similar to ISIS, but they just protect Lebanon, if you know what I mean. And they'll get money. They're rebuilding Beirut from 20 odd years ago when America bombarded Beirut, and etc. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I think. It's Hezbollah. That was how that was created.
Yeah.
She actually said we invented
Palestine, isn't it? So
she actually said Lebanese invented suicide bombing, but that was the kamikazes. The Japanese kamikazes. They invented that. A fucking plane full of a bomb. They invented it. So, but she was good looking, so I believed every word she said. But yeah, she said, and they've got land that was stolen 50 years ago, and the world said you got to give it back. Israel never gave it back because
they're just taking more and more. Like I said, culturally trying to wipe out a race, and they obviously encircled the place, but Hamas are still managing to get weapons in, so it's just going to carry on and carry on.
They make their own weapons. Israel now make their own weapons.
No, Israel.
You know, the most powerful handgun, you know, the Desert Eagle, that big gun, the Desert Eagle, Israel made that gun. They're creating their own bloody weapons now. They don't need the world to give them. They make their own now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Glenda said she's been down this rabbit hole, and yes.
I mean, you know this. Imagine this. This will bring my fucking trousers down if I put it in the pocket. It's that heavy. Imagine having a Desert Eagle on you. Fuck me. You'd have to have a strong belt, or you know, or harnessing in it to put a holster.
Yeah. Cheers, Amos. Cheers, Beck. Good luck on the school run.
I'm going to go in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm need some food as well. I know I've got some. I'm going to play a bit of music. I know I've got the fucking sausages, burger that I've got, fucking chips. Eat some dinner. And Andrew, make sure you get some food down your gob as well.
Yeah, my missus is grabbing me a ready meal from the supermarket. She's gone shopping, so.
I just found out this battery wasn't charging because all it had was a little bit of dirt at the end of the battery. Cleaned it. Fucking works. Tiny little smudge that wouldn't bloody activate this thing. So I'm happy now. I'm still not having that tobacco. I'm fucking happy now. As long as I've got my juice. Definitely get on a vape, mate. You'll cut down by.
I'll back out my disposable one later, and when I'm at the computer, just sit with it rather than roll-ups.
You'll probably do both like I did until you get addicted. It depends on what nicotine you got. I was trying it, then I met Midlands Audits, and he went, when you start off, you need 2 of these nicotine shots, which are these. That's got the nicotine in. The big one that I had, these ones, there's no nicotine in them. So you have to add the nicotine. So I was doing one, which is blended, you know, 1 shot. And Midland goes, when you start, you need 2 of them in something like that size. I did that, and I'm getting the nicotine, and it's just, and then what I have to do now in the next week or so is only put 1 shot in one of them, and then eventually go down to no nicotine at all.
Yeah.
It's worked for me, and I'm the most addictive person going. So for me to get off, I'm not even bothered. My battery's fucked up last night. Could have easily gone downstairs, had a smoke, and I just fucking went, fuck it, I can't be else. I would sleep.
Yeah, I smoke mild tobacco anyway, but I do smoke too much of it. But you know, I shall dig the vape out later, and when I'm watching or on panels or whatever, I'll just have a toot on that instead of smoking roll-ups.
It will be like a roll-up. You've got disposable. Disposable, it's like in your mouth and then in your lungs. When you go like what I've got, that's directly to the lungs. If I go like that, like a normal cigarette, I'll have a coughing fit. I didn't know about that technique. James McGonaghy, he said, you're doing it wrong. And since I learned that and then practiced, it's been like Snowy gave me that, by the way. You know, Snowy in 1967, he gave me that. He sent it to me. I bought a battery. He sent me some juice, got on it. And it took about a month to get to grips with it. And then now I just, fuck me, I panic when the fucking battery goes dead now. If I get that money, we're supposed to get that benefit money today, from what I've heard. I'll go to the bank. If it's in there, oh shit, it's too late, isn't it? Yeah, I'd go downtown and get another battery. Maybe another charger. Because I'm not fucking panicking now when the battery goes dead. But it's helped me up and down the stairs. I was breathless just going up. It's unbelievable.
I'm still pretty fit, you know what I mean? Being out with the dogs every day and stuff, but I still feel it when I'm out on a good walk, you know. It's, I fucking start to feel the smoking.
Because of my spine injury. I had a spine injury about 18 years ago, and my muscle tone's gone down, and then you don't exercise, and I'm feeling it. I feel like actually, 70-year-olds healthier than me. And for me, it's hard to work then because there's no exercise. It affects your whole body. So for me to actually breathe It's one step further, which means I can walk further because I can breathe. So I'm hoping for fucking good stuff. I know it's going to be winter and I'm going to get fucking all that shit happening to me. But
Yeah.
I'm optimistic, and that's the only thing keeping me on this. But I am paranoid now that this don't work.
Paranoid is going to break.
But my lungs feel a lot better. I used to wake up coughing, having fits in the morning. That's like once or twice a week. It used to be every morning. 2 hours getting up phlegm. And it sounds strange. It's not happening as much. And I'm hoping the future's not going to happen at all. So it's going to be awesome, mate. It's just optimism, isn't it? That's what everybody needs in life.
Yeah.
Or the living payment, PIP, 150 will take time. I haven't got PIP, unfortunately, Mr. Bleed. I need to apply for that again. I'm on about this government grant for the winter payment and cost of living. Somebody said it was the 17th, then it was the 18th. Somebody said it's the 20th, which is today. If it's there, it's there. If it's not.
What is the other one going through, Shady? You know the cost of living thing?
Yeah.
Wait, what is that going through?
Apparently. Somebody said it was the 17th, 18th. Somebody else said you'll get it today on the 20th. So I'm going to check
bank holiday yesterday, wasn't it? It was a bank holiday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What, so you're supposed to, what's the other half, is it?
Yeah, it's the other half. It's supposed to be in autumn, but I don't know if September's in autumn. But everybody said September.
Right.
Everybody said it's September. If it's there, then I'll probably I'll get myself a good bottle. I'll get a birthday drink. I have got £10 in my PayPal, but it was given to me with precise instructions, food only. So I can't spend that. I got that in July, so. But I am one for the rules.
Buy some of them alcoholic slushies. That classes as food, doesn't it?
Well, actually, booze is classed as food.
It's got calories in it. That's food.
Yeah, but because I was in the pub trade, we used to have the food hygiene, the food people coming around because alcohol is classed as food because it's made of vegetables, basically. So it's basically a food. But technically, I was told real food, not alcohol. So that will stay in there until I need food.
Yeah.
Mine hasn't got it.
It's not, so mine hasn't then. Yeah, well, it is what it is.
I thought it was fucking the other half was in October or November. I thought it was November.
Well, I've heard the second part, it's going to be one in December. They reckon everything's going up in December, and then you get some in January because the government don't want people rioting. Because in Europe, people are rioting over the high prices.
Yeah, that happened 10 odd years ago.
Yeah, this government don't want us to riot, which we will riot at the cost of everything. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So when did you think it was? Today's payment is 150 for severely disability. All right. When did you think it was that, Ministry?
I thought it was in October. I thought they were going to do it in 2 halves, weren't they?
Yeah, 2 halves.
The first cost of living payment was one payment. I think the second one they're doing it in 2.
Yeah. It might be today.
It is what it is. It's a sober birthday for me tomorrow, then. Tomorrow it'll be a sober birthday.
Your birthday tomorrow?
Yeah, but to me, I don't celebrate birthdays, so it just be the same day.
I don't either, Shady, because mine's near Christmas, so I don't.
Just another day.
Yeah.
It's just another day that makes you feel older.
Yeah.
I don't believe in birthday cards, Christmas cards. Don't believe in that. They're looking for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it was. No, I might. Wednesday. Actually, I'll get a free. I might go down in the city tomorrow and get a free meal from people that are homeless. There's an organisation. I'm going to film it or whatever. Then again, what's the point? I'm not going to fucking upload it. Just see the old people. I know Diana. It's a charitable organisation. If you're homeless, they feed you. If you're single, you've got mental health problems, which I've got. It's a support system, and they'll give you clothing, they'll give you food. And it's just a nice chat. Since the pandemic, I ain't been down there for over 2 years. Because I can't physically walk there, because it was local.
Same with me, Shady.
I've got the Mandela Centre on the road. They'll help me out, but because there's 6 weeks holidays, she didn't open the shop. It was all for the children over 6 weeks holidays because parents had to work and stuff like that. So Sonia was just constantly on the kids. She's good. It's like all the money you donate goes for the bills, and then all the toys that the supermarkets give her, she wraps it up over the year, and then she has an amazing Christmas party with kids, and they all get food. They all get, they all get food, they all get entertainment, and then they all get a present to take home with them.
Nice.
So she does a lot for the community.
Yeah. Yeah, get down there tomorrow. Been down there. Get down there now.
I've got to meet up with the old people. I mean, I saw Ian, who had 2 dogs called Bits and Bobs. I saw him the other night. I went, oh, you got to get down there. It's still on. Blah, blah, blah. Then the other guy, Ian, I know, paramedic, he went, you got to get down there and support him. This Ian, he was a paramedic, lost his wife. It fucked him up, went to alcohol. That fucked him up. Lost his house, lost everything. Had to start again. He quit the booze, and apparently he's definitely 65 now. But he's lost it again, and obviously I know him. In really nice fucking geezer, and I think he needs a lot of support. So it's just destiny that I met this guy that lives a different way, and he was like, "Get a bus pass. It's fucking amazing, which I need. I'm entitled to one." And he was looking for his dog food, like the biscuits. It's just a random thing. All the shops, and he went, all right, mate, how you doing? I went, yeah, fuck me, I ain't seen you for a while. Yeah, so and he told me about it, so I've got to get up there because it's an amazing support system. Fucking awesome. And she owns a second-hand shop, Diane does, and she brings clothing down because she's got that much clothing. She puts it in the back of the van, and she'll go, get yourself a T-shirt, get yourself some jeans. It's awesome when you haven't got the money. And there's no shame in going to charity shops. People think there is.
No. I buy a lot from charity shops. Where I am, there's a couple of upper class towns, if you like, all within like 5 miles. And they have some real posh stuff in, you know what I mean? So start of the winter, I'll go and see what sort of winter fleeces and stuff they got.
Yeah. Well, the one I've got is a Muslim relief shop. Really nice lady. They're genuine. I know people say, oh, my name's... They're not. Really nice people. And the owners, they own shops. And I got 3 Yugo Boss. One was a T-shirt, £6, all brand new. 2 ones with a collar. Got 2 of them. I'm going to find them out. £8. I googled them. The T-shirts were fucking £30, and it was brand new. Yeah, I'm going to find them. It's got artwork on it. It's called Yugo Boss Orange, and they get some amazing stuff in, and it's brand new. A lot of it. I mean, my jacket, brand new. Crinkles bought me that with the money. £15, tags on it, everything. I'll show you. Muslim relief shop. And nothing goes to terrorism. It's all to do with the community. Check this out. What was that? Was that money? What did it drop? Check this out. Brand new, £15. Had tags on it. It's got a hood on it.
Okay, no.
Crinkles.
I'll keep you warm when I went to me.
Oh, it's fucking brilliant.
Jade.
Yeah, but Because, you know, like people said, oh, Clinkers get your money, you waste it, you piss it. Oh, no. I bought fucking food. I bought everything, clothing, with the money he sent me. I didn't just piss it up the fucking wall. I don't do that just because I'm a pisshead. It's not automatically going to fucking alcohol. I've got enough money with my benefits for alcohol. I don't need any more. I buy stuff that I can't afford, which is clothing and bling bling things that flash and stuff.
Yeah.
I want one of those fucking electric things, a fucking TV thing. You know those little globes, and then you touch it and the electric like attacks you. I want one of them.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna go, mate, because I know you're going.
I've done 3 hours, so I've got to take the dogs out. I'm an hour later than usual, but my brother, who I walked with, he has been out this afternoon. So yeah, my dogs are keen to fucking get out now. They are.
Dog ninjas. And it's better than shitting somewhere else than shitting in your back garden.
Yeah.
That's my advice. Take them into wood, let them shit there. Then you don't have to put
it's only, I take a poopy bags, but it's only 5 minutes up the road, and I'm on the, in the country anyway, on the mountain or whatever, so I don't pick up after them there,
No, you don't. Because what you're doing, they're giving to nature with manure.
Yep.
So they're doing nature a favour.
Yep.
All right, guys, I'm
going to go, mate. Andrew, nice seeing you again. Take care, bro. Love, respect. Ministry. Love the yellow card. Love the red card, ministry. I love the yellow card. Respect, bro. Take care.
No worries.
Yo, ministry. Give me a text or a ring soon, yeah?
Yeah, I will do, yeah. Yeah, no worries.
All right, mate. Well, I can shoot off as well.
Yeah, cheers, Andrew.
All right, take it easy, mate. See you soon.
I'll catch you in a bit. I'll give you a text or a ring. I'll speak to you backstage somewhere.
Yeah, so. All right, mate. See you soon, yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
Nice one, Andrew. Yeah. Oh, there's no worries, Bear. I know you had things to do anyway. It's I don't mind if people just drop off without saying anything, especially when there's a conversation going, So it's all good. Yeah, I've been fucking blessed today with my panel and everyone in the chat. It's been a really, really, really good stream. And even if I get a copyright claim for the music at the start, I'm going to leave it up anyway. It's been a good stream, so I usually leave everything up unless I get a copyright on it. And that's only a claim, but I'll take them down. So, but yeah, splendid stream. I wasn't planning on doing one today. Ledge did ask me last night if I was going to do one last night, but I've been getting my head down early-ish for the last 3, 4, 5 nights. Been watching many late lives, so I'd come 9, 10 o'clock last night. I was mashed and SETI, some rugby league, and that was it. That's the last thing I fucking remember. So I must have been tired. Cheers, Snowy. Great, always great to have you on, Snowy. And yeah, thanks for everyone who's watched. It's been a fucking excellent stream of our excellent chat. Big love to all the chat. There's 29. I think only 1 or 2 are comments or comments or StreamYard links. So all the rest are channel links. If you want to go and sub, please go and sub to The Honest Truth and Bobby. He lost one channel a while ago with big numbers, and he's been slowly rebuilding in a different way. And I think he's going to do big things. So if anyone if they'd like to sub to The Honest Truth, The Real Honest Truth, Bobby's a great guy. He touches on some touchy subjects, but it's always been a good channel. I've been on 2 or 3 times with Bobby and always been welcome from the very first time. Yeah. So big up everyone who's linked. Big up Recording Reality. Your link is pinned in the chat. All the channel links should be pinned, Jade, or starred. But yeah, it's lots of good channels pinned up there with Ammers, Recording Reality, Real Honest Truth, Bear Britain's Premier. Did I say Ammers? Snowy. Don't know if I put Legend in today. Mark Kelly. So big up everyone who's been on the chat. Shady, Andrew J, everyone's pinned. So I'm not going to waffle on. I'm going to get on with my dog walk, and I'll let you guys get on. I'm sure someone else is live, or if not, they'll be going live imminently. So big up everyone who's watched. Big up everyone who's contributed. The chat's been it's been civil. There's been some really funny comments today as well. So excellent. Cheers, everybody. I'm not going to keep talking shite. Ciao for now. Thank you.